What up? Oh, let me turn the music off.
It's time. It is
Think.
time.
Okay, cool. I think the music is off.
Hi,
What's
Chris
up,
Swan.
Chris?
Wait, wait, I hear something. It's probably not. Wait, hold on a sec. Okay, yeah. I had another tab playing music. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was like an ad.
I
Gonna
know.
listen while walking.
I have. Oh, good.
Christopher
Well,
Walken?
walk
Sorry,
into
go ahead.
love.
Walking to, yeah, you're going on a date, Chris. You're at the right
I
place.
know.
We can give you some
Walking
amazing,
to a date.
amazing advice.
Chris is like, oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about this relationship advice. Seems a little whack.
I think it makes sense, someone who's been married for a long time and then someone who's been married and now is single.
Before. I mean, yeah, you've been married before. I mean, you were married what for like 10 years, so like like that counts for something.
It does, yeah. I know. I've been around the block.
Hmm. Some people are married a lot less time, like Kim Kardashian.
That is very true.
So,
I'd take advice from LG. Chris, what the fuck?
jeez, that's too much pressure, Chris. No,
It's
no,
true though.
I don't want that. That's too much pressure.
LG seems like he's like LG's like relationship goals for real. I see
I'm
his posts
not.
on Instagram and I'm like, oh, this is so sweet. You're right. I'm just alone in my fucking apartment, just crying, watching Mario on YouTube.
Watching Love Is Blind. There's a new season of Love Is Blind. I
Is there?
haven't started it yet, but
I think I missed
apparently
a
it came
couple
out on
seasons.
Valentine's.
Hi,
Yeah.
Sunny.
Hey, Sunny. Sunny's
Sunny
also ready for advice.
Sunny's on a 16. She hasn't posted it yet, but she's on a 16 stream streak, which is fucking wild.
What do you mean on a stream streak?
You don't have stream streaks on your channel?
Oh no, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, yeah. Some
How
people
do you see that?
people like select it, like when they get in your stream. I think, but I
Oh,
think as a streamer, you have to enable it in your settings. So then, if someone's on your streak, you can
oh,
only post every so many streaks. Oh, okay, gotcha.
oh. Okay, cool. Yeah, I had no idea. I'd never seen that before.
Yeah, so 16 streams in a row. So like basically 2 years of streaming. Sunny's been here.
Right?
Must have been there for your very first stream. There you go. I knew that was coming.
I know.
So I just
I've
posted 15. The next number is 20 or something. Nice. No
ah,
pressure. No pressure.
I know. Well, 20,
2026.
yeah, exactly. I was like, wait for 2026.
How you doing, Sunny?
Yeah.
Are you excited for some amazing relationship advice from LG and I? We gathered a couple questions. We got some
We
real
do.
questions. We got some chat GPT questions. If you guys have any questions about relationship advice, please ask away.
I'm
I'm awake. I'm actually pretty tired. I'm like the opposite of awake. Five
awake.
min- 5 minutes before going live, I'm like, LG, I need 5 minutes. And I went on the couch and closed my eyes.
I need a 5 minute nap.
Yeah.
That's great.
2:59. I'm like, all right, let's do this. The people need me. I
No,
love you
thank
both
you.
very much.
Well,
So very
okay.
much. Thank you.
So this is the way it's gonna work. You know,
How
just
is it
ask
gonna work?
questions. I don't know. Just ask questions in chat. It doesn't even have to be like a real question. Well, it should be a real question, but not like not like a serious question. Um,
But it could be a
we
serious question. We're just not gonna
It
give a
could be.
we're gonna give
Yeah.
a not we're giving bad relationship advice. That's the like hopefully it's does it say that in the
Yes.
no
I think
wait,
so.
my stream
I
title
don't
is
think it
not
says that on the title,
we
but
the title says episode 4. Maybe I think did we
oh,
update it?
I guess not. Let me. I'm gonna
Can I
update it
update
on
mine?
mine. Yeah, you can.
Bad
I I thought
relationship
I thought I
advice
did, but I guess
with
not.
the LG music on the Banana Taco Show, episode 5.
I feel like
There
there's
you go.
always a technical difficulty that
Yeah, it's all bad
we have to
advice,
overcome.
Sunny. I, I I've been in so many breakups that I don't like. Obviously, I don't give good advice. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right? Well,
How do
we
you do a
yeah,
vertical
huh?
bracket?
Whose chat am I supposed to be in? You can be in any chat,
You can be an
Jeffrey.
LG's chat
You
and,
can be in
and
whatever chat you want.
spam
You
garbage
can be
there.
on both. You can literally be. You can have two tabs open,
True.
There's a thing called
True.
opening a new tab on internet browsers, and it's crazy. It's magic. Like you can be in multiple pages at once.
I thought about covering that a long time ago. Is it
Cover
black?
blank space with Rick.
And I'll
I
write your name.
I do blank space actually on my stream.
Yeah, LG does it.
On the phone, do not follow. Oh yeah, well then that's
On phone, do
different.
not follow.
On the phone app, you can't do that.
Oh.
On the phone app, you can only have one
Oh.
person open it,
Oh.
unless you're on like mobile browser. But if you're just like on the Twitch app, then yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that.
True. True. True.
That is ironic. I also do cover ironic by
Isn't that
Alanis
ironic?
Morissette. And isn't it ironic? That's a good one. But yeah, so we need to answer some questions. Should we take a question from okay, maybe we just like you know, maybe we take turns like so we have questions from Chat GPT. We have questions from chat and we also have questions from Instagram. Um so let's see, what should
We
we
have
do
no shortage
first?
of questions.
We don't. We actually have a few already. Why don't we? Let's see. Let's. I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick one of Pinball's questions. So Pinball Sorcerer submitted some questions,
Okay.
and he submitted a couple. So
All right.
this one's easy, but I feel like it's got a good answer.
Okay.
So question number one. Here, actually, I'll put it in chat so everybody can see. And this feels like work.
If we were really prepared, which we never are,
Which we were not.
LG's more prepared than me. We would have like the questions on like the screen and everything. That'd be pretty sick.
Right? I wish there was a way to like pin questions. Oh, okay, cool. We have Sunny has a questions first. Let's do that one first.
Okay.
So the question says, okay, so my sister's in a 9-year relationship with this dude. Ooh. They have an 8-year-old together. Dude does not give a crap about her. Oh, this is already starting great. Everyone suspects he is seeing a coworker. Oh my gosh, this sounds like real advice. He asked her what she wanted for Valentine's Day, and she said take their kid and have him pick something. He refused, and the kid ordered a pack of candy she can't eat off of Amazon. The candy arrives a week after Valentine's Day. What should she do? She said, well, if we're doing bad relationship advice, she should marry the guy. She said stay with him forever.
Yeah. Are they married or are they just like
It sounds
situationship,
it
relationship?
sounds
Are
like
they
they just
common
have a
law?
kid together and they just
Just that? Yeah. That's
they
that's
probably
not
just
much. Yeah.
co-parent. I think they just like, they definitely seem like they are together, but they're not
Yeah.
like I mean they're a couple,
I
but
mean, the thing is, if you're with someone for a really long time, whether it's good or bad, you should marry them. I think that's like the rule.
it doesn't matter if they treat you well or not.
Like after 7 years with my ex, I married her. I was like, it's time. It's time to get married. Let's get married. And then later on in life, you might break up. That's just how like life works.
That's
You go
yep,
through life, you go together, have kids, get married, get divorced. That's just the way the cookie crumbles, really, right?
definitely they should have more kids because more kids means more commitment. So
They
they should
also went.
absolutely have more kids.
That's true. That's true. More kids. You know how people like almost break up and then they have this amazing idea where they have another kid together that they
And
think
that
that's going to
always
bring the family
works.
together. That
Yeah.
I've actually never seen that not work ever in my life. I think it always works.
That always works. It absolutely always works every single time. Like a new kid fixes everything.
I think so too, because kids are pretty easy, right? They really bring a lot of love and like you get like full nights of sleep, so you can actually like use your brain a lot better.
That's true.
Um,
That's true.
Also, they went for a dinner at a restaurant where she couldn't eat anything, so she sat and watched them eat while she drank water. Where your sister couldn't eat, or where their
Is she
daughter
like
couldn't eat.
allergic to stuff or like
You should
I'm
if
confused.
actually if she is allergic to something, she should be eating that food. That's like I
Right?
think that's what my doctor said. Like if you're allergic to peanut
Yes.
butter, it's like exposure therapy where
Yeah.
you just eat a bunch of peanut butter until you react really poorly.
Well, yeah, they do that with that's what they do with children. And and Green Guy is right. They raise themselves. Kids do raise themselves. They don't need both parents. They don't need any parent at all. They're just
It's
like
true.
little adults.
Well, it's like
Um
when you go to do an allergy test and they like
mhm.
they prick you with the allergen. I mean, what's the difference? They're
Yeah,
not
exactly. You
so
know. It's like people that are allergic to seafood and they eat seafood and then their throat starts closing up. That's just building resistance.
Yeah, it's like when you go work out. You go work out, you do a couple sets of dumbbells, and your arms really hurt. But that's not
So
a
you
bad
got to
thing.
do
That's a good
more.
thing.
You have to do more. You have to add more weight.
Yeah, exactly. More peanut butter. More peanut butter.
Oh, definitely peanut butter. Yeah.
So yeah, if he brought her to a restaurant she couldn't eat, I mean that's a perfect place to propose, really. Like, hey, there's your glass of water, but like put a ring in the glass of water, and like
Right?
it kind of looks like it's like part of the ice, maybe. I don't know.
She might swallow it. Who knows?
Anaphylaxis is just mind over
Mind
matter. I think that's what I
over
thought too.
matter.
Aren't you a Dr. Green guy?
Right? I know. I know. He works in. He knows these things.
I feel like we're really good at giving relationship advice. Like so far, we've had one really good question. I think we've answered it correctly, right? I think
Yeah.
it's going really well.
Yeah, this is a perfect answer. I can't think of a better answer than this.
Yeah, get
The
married,
only
eat more
thing that's
peanut butter.
better, the only thing that would make this situationship better, because Sunny said this guy is probably dating a coworker. Also, is bring
Forgot
the
about that.
coworker, have a third wheel, have a
Oh
third
yeah, of
person into the
course.
relationship. That always
Polyamorous
goes
relationship.
great.
Yeah, no, of course. Like
That always
polyamorous,
goes
I think is the
amazing.
way of the future. I think humans are supposed to be polyamorous. Like
Yeah, that always goes great.
monogamy is just, it's I don't know. Someone decided that one time. It's probably capitalism or something like that. Like,
Oh, the coworker is married. The more, the merrier. Bring the husband or
oh
wife.
yeah,
Bring
for sure.
bring the other spouse. Like the more,
For
the merrier.
like today in today's environment, like housing is so expensive and everything's getting so
Yeah,
expensive. I think like
it's gonna
four.
save
They
money.
say two incomes is better than one, but four incomes is better than two.
And we already know. I mean, we already know that the guy works, and so does the other person. So that I mean,
True, true.
it's guaranteed income
That
for
is
sure.
guaranteed income, right?
I actually do have a friend that's like in a thruple, and it's really interesting
That is interesting.
because like this friend and his partner are married, and then a couple of years ago they started like posting pictures with like some other guy, and we were very confused about this because we're like, who is this other dude that's like living
Right.
with them? Is he like a roommate? No, apparently. Oh, and they have kids together, and they all like co-parent. They all like the three of them raise their kids together. So it and it seems to work really well for them. It seems to work really well.
Yeah, that's the most
Nobody
important
asks
part.
questions. It's just what it is.
Yeah. Life's too expensive. Need three incomes now.
That's
It's
true.
true.
That's true. That's true.
That is true.
You do need at least three incomes these days.
So I just want to go back to the question a bit.
Do they all have at least one child?
She
No,
has
but
an
they do have.
8-year-old
But they do have
child.
three kids though. Oh, I'm talking about my friend. I'm like they
Oh,
do have
right.
him and his partner have three kids,
Okay.
and then this other person doesn't have kids. It's just
Right.
some
Right.
other. This is some dude they found, probably on Grinder or somewhere on the internet. I don't know. Do
Well,
they
that's
all
good.
have at least one child? But yeah, Sunny does like so. I think what would make it even more interesting is if the coworker also has kids, because then it's like the Brady bunch. You just have like a bunch of you just have a huge mixed family together. Even better.
Yeah. Well, especially like Sunny's sister's daughter
Hmm.
is 8 years old, and like that's old enough to work. I think. Like if we need more, the more income we have, the better. So
Right?
back in the day, 8-year-olds were working. That's
She's
we've.
also a grandma. Hold on, who's a grandma? The coworker. Yeah, this just keeps getting better. Like we could
Is
do
this
a whole
is
show
this a real
based on this.
story?
We could do like a whole show based on this one
Yeah, exactly.
relationship.
She's a grandma. Well, that's even perfect because like she
Yep.
probably has kids, and like those kids can live with them, and
Kids,
then grandkids can
grandkids.
start working at some point.
Yeah.
This is a real financial gold mine, really.
Every part is
Every part
real.
of it is real.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is this all sounds like really great life choices.
I think so too. You know,
Every person has made a good choice in life. Everybody in this
every
situation.
person in this situation.
Yeah, has just made really really good choices in life.
9 years, and
Yeah.
next year's 10 years anniversary too for her sister and her boyfriend. So I mean, that's
It's
like
a whole decade.
perfect.
Yeah.
Exactly, 10 years get married. I think that's the saying. I did it in 7, so they're actually pretty late. How many
Right?
years were you guys together, LG, before you got married?
Oh, for like a year.
Are you serious?
we yeah. Actually, we only dated for like 11 months before we got married. We got engaged at
Holy
6
shit.
months. I know. I know.
LG
It's
was
too
like,
fast.
snap.
Yeah, seal the
This is
deal.
my chance.
Yeah,
This is my
seal
chance
the
of love.
deal.
I waited 7 years. I was engaged for 2.
It worked out.
Hey,
It obviously still
exactly.
worked out, right?
That's what matters. That's what matters. All right. Hopefully that answer was sufficient. I think we have a clear way forward with this question, and financially, I think it makes
Yeah.
sense. Why did
I
you wait
would love
seven
to know.
years?
Yeah. Oh, that's a question in itself. Why would you wait 7 years?
Do I have to answer bad relationship advice?
I don't know. Answer however you want.
I don't know. Like we met when we were like 2021, so we were very early, very young. So we got married. I was 28, which I think is a pretty fair age to get married.
Yeah. I was
Before that, you don't really
26.
know maybe you don't know what you want. I don't know. Not that it worked out anyways. It's just like you live life,
Yeah.
and that's what happens.
Yeah. Not that anybody really ever knows. Like I was
No,
26 when I got
no,
married, and I didn't know
Tw-
either.
right.
I didn't know life. I still don't know. To
Me
be
neither.
honest.
Me neither. 2021 is 4 years ago, though.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, that's right. The math is not mathing. I think Chris. I think he meant they were 20 or 21
No,
years
yeah,
old,
we were. Yeah,
not
exactly. We were.
2021.
Yeah, we were 20 or 21 years old
Yeah.
when we met, so we were very
Yeah.
young.
Yeah. Not 2021. Because that was 4 years ago. You are correct.
That's true. That is good math, Chris. That is very
Yeah.
good math.
Good mathing. Good observation. I'm terrible at math. So, yeah. All right. Let's do the pet question because I really like that one.
Right? Can you? Is it the
Um,
one you posted?
yeah, but I can put it in the chat again
Yeah, please.
just to
I know
just
I
to
was
be
trolling.
sure. Let's see. All right.
Chris won.
So, at
Chris
what point
one's
in a
related to Ed Sheeran.
relationship?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, is it? Oh, that's right. He is. Doesn't he live down the street from him? I feel like that was like a conversation at some point.
I think they're a thruple, but they're only 2 people. I
Uh,
don't know. I don't know how that makes
the
sense.
other
But
person is Ed Sheeran's guitar.
yeah,
That's what it
exactly.
is.
All right, go ahead, LG.
All right. So, at what point is it safe to start discussing whether to get a shared pet?
I'd say after 9 years. So like Sunny's sister should probably start talking about maybe getting a pet. Like, what's your stance on getting a pet? Do you want one? Do you not want one? I think that's a good
Yeah.
time. I think you need to
I
wait as long as possible.
yeah. I think you just should not ask the question. You should just surprise your partner as soon as like get the pet while your partner's at work.
Right.
Like Sunny, like whenever like your sister's boyfriend and the coworker are working, they're doing whatever they're doing at work, which is probably not working. uh just yeah, buy your zoo, go get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, get like 10 pets. And then when your partner gets back home, all of a sudden they are in happiness and probably poop,
Yeah.
that they
No
will be like, this is
responsibilities.
the best thing that could have ever happened. Definitely, you did not consult me into in this major purchase or major decision at all in my life.
I don't think it's that
Yes,
major. Like you can get a cat for like $200. That's pretty
that's
cheap.
true. I've got all my cats for free. All my pets are
Yeah,
for free.
exactly. So it's not like
Actually,
it's not like you're buying a house or anything. Like
that's
it's just a
true.
pet.
And they're
You know,
so cheap. They're definitely very cheap to keep alive.
right?
Like the
Yeah.
vet is basically free. Like it's a free service.
Do they need to go to the vet really? Like, when you think of
I mean,
animals in the wild,
not really.
they don't go to the
Yeah,
vet. They just
that's right.
they just deal
There's
with
not
it.
a vet out in the African safari. It's not
No,
like they're just like roaming around looking for sick tigers and stuff. You're right.
exactly. Just, you don't need vets. They find their own food really. They
Yeah,
most of the time the dogs eat their own feces, so it's just
yeah.
recycling.
Or you can just give them scraps of any food. It doesn't really matter which kind of food you give them. Just any food.
Right.
Period.
I think that's a good idea. I think so. It's either you do it like that, or what I do sometimes because I'm single, I go on a date and I bring a dog and I'm like, hey, this is our dog
Oh
now.
yeah.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times. Yeah,
That is a great idea because people love that. It's like it's like people that have kids and they're dating someone while they have kids. Like you
right.
should definitely bring the child with you too, and they should meet whoever you're dating for the first time.
Oh, for sure.
Because this person could be their dad or their mom.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Like you absolutely should. And the same with pets. You should just bring your pet and be like, look, this is your new mommy or your new daddy,
No,
and they'll
this
be like,
isn't
ah,
like the way I
okay.
was saying it wasn't like it's my dog. It's like I bought this dog
Oh
specifically
yeah,
for this relationship on our first date.
right, exactly.
Because like
That's a
cat
great
pictures and
idea.
dog pictures, they do really, really well on Instagram. I figure that's probably the same thing in real life.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And and you just hand them the pet. Like, don't even tell them you bought it or you got it for the relationship. Just be like, here. And then they're like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know. It's ours now. Raise it. Like
Yeah,
this symbolizes all of our love. This symbolizes our love.
exactly. Can I ask everyone how is their levels? I don't know. We haven't asked that yet.
Oh
Sometimes
yeah, I know that always seems to be an issue. Is this Rick the Voice or Ricky Lake? Do you know who Ricky Lake is, Rick?
I think I'm a bit louder.
Oh, are you?
I think so. I just tested it. Here, should be a bit better.
Hey
Is this
Jackson,
Rick
it's
the
good to
Voice?
see you.
Ricky Lake? It's none of those. The V is a small V.
Right?
Everyone adds a capital V to my name, but it's lowercase.
Right? It's just like, yeah, exactly.
Jax, do
Um,
you have any questions for us? We're expert bad relationship advice people today.
you are louder. Wait, who is louder? Which one of us is? Cuz
I
so
think it was
here's the
me.
thing. We can't see whose chat like questions are in or
All
comments
right.
are in. so
Oh,
it
it's me. It's me.
so
It's
we
me.
don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
gotcha.
Zofin, how are you doing? He
He
is.
is.
It
That
is
still
him.
doesn't answer.
It is he.
Tis he. That's okay.
Hey, gas canister.
Um, it's
It's
okay
okay
to
to be
be
built
built different.
differently.
So I will say though, here's the only maybe this is the only one I'll give a serious answer. But like for the pet question, the serious answer, I think you should absolutely you should ask this on your first date. You should ask how they feel about children and pets because both of those are major like those are major things that are going to happen in your life at some point. So, um I just think that's something you definitely should at least filter out. Because if you ask someone, hey, like, how do you feel about dogs or cats? And they're like, I hate dogs and cats. They're the worst. I wish it didn't exist. That's obviously not someone you want to be with. So you just, it's a filter question.
Psychos.
It's the same as kids. Like, like if you ask somebody if they want kids and you want kids, but they don't want kids, like that's a pretty big red flag in the relationship. Like
Yeah, for sure.
you are gonna run into trouble at some point because one of you is gonna be mad. Maybe both are going to be mad at some point. I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of resentment and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is way too good right now. I don't know how I'm feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This might be the only one because I
I
feel
feel like
very
this is
serious
getting too
about this
real.
one. I know. So, okay. So Jax asked if I was single and had to choose between girlfriend or a puppy, what sort of dog should I buy? Yes, puppy is always the answer. Always the answer.
Probably a German Shepherd, I'd say.
German Shepherds are amazing. I have one. They're amazing. Well, mine's only half.
Nice.
They are definitely not any trouble at all. They're like the extra child in Sonny's sister situationship. They just raise themselves. They don't need you.
Almost no one seems to know if they want kids, though. I mean, I
Yeah,
guess,
yes and no.
I don't know.
Some people know right away
I'm a
if they
farmer,
want
let's get
kids.
dirty.
Is that a pickup line?
Yeah, exactly. That is what I use when I go. Yeah, what are good pickup lines? I've never actually used the
Oh,
pickup line.
I used
I
to know
feel like
some
there's so
really
it's
good
so
ones.
random.
I used to know some really good ones, but I am so rusty, like because I haven't gone on a first date in so long. So I
Me
don't
too.
really need
It's
to
been
use. I
like a
don't need to
month.
use pickup lines. Well, with me, it's been like 15 years. So it's been way longer.
How long have you guys been together?
Uh, actually, 15 years now that I think about it, like total.
Nice.
Yeah. No,
Very nice.
14. It was, yeah, 2011.
He doesn't know.
That would be 14. No, I do know. I just had to do math in my head.
Right.
2011 is when we first started dating,
Okay.
and then we were engaged 6 months later.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a wild ride. It's been a fun one.
Jax, please
Oh
refrain from
no!
posting links. 5 messages were deleted by moderator. Jax is
Oh
just
my
like
gosh! But
out of here.
what did you try to post?
I don't think anyone can post links.
There was no links though.
Well, maybe he
I didn't
tried
say
and
anything.
he got caught before he could.
Oh, can I?
It's only 30 seconds though.
Wait. I'm a mod in your channel. Can I untime you out? Let me see.
By the time you can figure it out, he's probably going to be untimed out.
Untime. There we go. I think I
Really?
did it.
Where
I
did
think
you
I
even
did
see
it.
him?
Oh no. Yeah. Jack is currently banned. What? Oh, not currently banned. Wait, I was like, wait, did I ban you on accident? I hope I didn't. That
He's
would be
banning my
horrible.
whole chat. So I keep losing followers. LG just bans people.
Oh, yeah, it's yeah, there we go. Cuz you wrote a dot between the names, and so
Oh.
Streamlabs assumed that it was a link. I see. I see what you mean.
We've been together exactly the same amount of time. Nice.
Gotcha. Cool.
Very nice.
Sweet.
I could have been the same amount of time, but well, how long? No, I was together with my ex-wife 12 and a half years.
Yeah. Well, yeah, cuz when didn't you guys get divorced like 2 years ago?
3 years ago.
So see? Actually, you guys would have been together longer than us.
Yeah, because we met in 2009.
Yeah. We met
I'm a
we met
streamer as
in
well. I know better than that.
we met in 2010, but then we didn't
Okay.
you know, we were friends for a while too before we
You were like,
actually
I thought you were going to say fooling around.
we were fooling around for a
We were
while.
fooling around for a year, and then we're like, you know what? Let's start dating and get married in
Yeah,
11 months.
we're like this might work.
This works good. For dot overpowers.
Right? Uh that's great. Let's do a ChatGPT question. I
Okay.
feel like ChatGPT has some good ones.
All right. Let me see what. All right. I'll post it in chat.
Perfect.
How do I make my partner jealous to keep them interested?
Oh my god. Well, first, you gotta have sex with someone else in front of them. That'll definitely get them jealous.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Yeah.
Just
That'll get
yeah.
the blood flowing for sure. Lots of
You
passion
need
there.
to yeah, so what you need to do is you need to go to a restaurant with your partner together. Like any restaurant, doesn't matter what kind. It can be fancy. You can make it fancy so it's nice.
Could it be
And
Taco Bell?
then sure, it could be Taco Bell. And then, you sit on your table with your partner. You look at your partner in the eyes, and then you get up and you go kiss the person in the table right next to you. Doesn't matter if it's a
Right.
man, woman, doesn't matter who it is. Just kiss the
Dog.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter who it is. Just kiss them in front of your partner, and you will make them very jealous. And then you don't stop there though. Then you go and you kiss your waiter or waitress, and you
Right.
just go kissing everybody in the restaurant. And then your partner will
Yeah.
be really jealous and will be like,
Yeah.
I gotta fight harder to keep this person.
Well,
So really,
exactly.
you're only going to be making your relationship stronger
So much stronger.
because you're making them jealous.
What's that saying? Like if it's not broke, it's stronger. What do
if, it,
remember? You
if
know
it's
what I'm
not
trying to say?
broke, if it's not broke, then break it extra.
No, it's something else. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. That's what it is. You know,
That's a Kelly
that's
Clarkson
exactly the
song.
same thing. If he doesn't kiss me, let's make it stronger.
That's a
That's
Kelly Clarkson song. Or that's like a
is it
line
really?
in it's a line in one of her songs.
No, Kelly Clarkson knows where it's at. I think that's
She
a really good
does.
way. Yeah, how to
She's
make
been
my
married and divorced, so she also knows. She's also been around the block.
Holy shit. Is she single?
I don't know if she's currently single, but I know she's been divorced before. I think.
Nice. Same Z's.
Yeah, I'm like I don't know her whole dating history, but I feel like I remember seeing somewhere that she was got divorced for a while.
Divorce is the new marriage.
Right?
It's
It's
just so
exactly the
cool.
same. It's the same thing.
It's pretty much the same thing. Pretty much half the people are married and then the other half are divorced.
Yeah, and it ends up being a 50-50 at some point, so it's okay.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, and that's the thing. Like, if you get divorced, it's probably because you didn't make your partner jealous enough. You know.
Yep.
So before going in and trying to make your part, like, before you're like, all right, we need a divorce. Like, first thing is like, just
Yeah.
invite someone over to the
It's
house and
like,
don't even
have
tell
you
your
tried
partner.
jealousy? Like,
Yeah. Have you tried it?
have you tried jealousy? Because that always works every single time.
Every time. I don't think I've ever heard of a situation where someone was
Yeah.
jealous and like it actually broke the relationship off.
Yeah. No, it is 100% guaranteed to keep your relationship going.
Yeah. And you get home from work and you're like, my coworker, she's so beautiful, she's so
Yeah.
nice. You know, I think
Yeah.
that's just healthy.
Porn definitely keeps a relationship going too. So, like just pull out your laptop and open up some Pornhub in front of your partner and just watch it. But don't let your partner watch. Just watch it. Make the volume extra loud too so that they can
Right.
hear what you're hearing.
Yeah.
The
I think that's a
filthier
great
the
idea.
better. The filthier it is the better.
I got married at 19, Roslyn. Very
Oh,
nice.
nice. I
Trying to make
mean,
your partner
if it
jealous is
worked,
crazy toxic behavior, in my opinion. You should never have to do that. If your partner ain't interested, there's so much better ways to sort it out. But that's
I
good
mean,
advice.
that is, yeah, if we were doing a good advice show, I would 100% agree with you.
The luckiest are people in relationships who are with people who are their
Uh,
best friend. I'm that lucky person. I thought I was your best friend, Jakey. So what the hell?
I know. It's messed up.
No, that's a good point. You should definitely marry your best friend.
Yes.
My best friend's Paul.
And you absolutely should you should just marry someone that you like, and you
You
want to be
should.
around.
Or
Or you
you've been
shouldn't.
together for a
Actually,
long
no.
time.
This is bad advice show. You should marry someone that you can't stand. Like if it's someone that you're like fighting with all the time and arguing and like you should definitely marry that person. Marriage is going to fix everything.
For sure. Marriage, then get a kid, then
Yeah,
get a dog.
a kid and a dog. Do it all at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yeah. Like
All at the same time.
get married, give birth and bring an animal all in the same day.
Yeah. Right. If you ever
It's up
split,
there.
you can go speed run some Mario together. Perfect. Let's do it.
uh I will say Mario is fun. You know who has a toxic relationship though is Mario and Princess Peach. I feel like their relationship is horrible. It's always been toxic. She's
I think
often
Peach is
running away with
gaslighting
someone
Mario.
else. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, she's always running away with Bowser. Like it's very
Yeah.
clear.
Always getting caught.
Yep. He doesn't kidnap her. She runs away with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe that's like,
He's got a big
maybe
lizard. I mean, he is
right?
a big lizard. Whoops.
He's got
Did
he's
I?
got a bigger lizard than Mario does.
Yeah.
Just
Poor
kidding. All right.
Mario.
Somebody ask us a question in chat. Let's do a chat question now.
Yeah. Who's got a relationship question? We'll answer it very poorly. I mean, yeah, poorly probably.
Yeah, someone ask us a question. I know everybody's just typing. Everybody wants questions.
I'm not saying anything until someone asks a question, really. I'll just fall asleep, take a nap.
Right.
Maybe we just gave such amazing advice, that people are like, well, I don't need anything else. I'll just do
Right.
what they said.
They're like, this is definitely very good advice.
The best advice.
Right. Well, maybe while we wait for a question, let's do who should pay for dinner on a first date? Rick, this one's for you because you're in the dating pool.
Am I?
Yeah, I mean you're single.
Do you want to write the question in chat
Oh yeah,
or
that's
copy and
true.
paste it in there
I can do that.
so I can read it in my head?
Right, you're like, I need to see it. Tempsy, Tempsy, yeah, right. Tempsy's like, I don't want to actually ask questions. Oh, so is Liam. Are you guys at a gig together? I mean, you probably are,
So
if I had to
sweet,
guess.
so cute.
I
It's
know. Aren't they
Valentine's
engaged?
Day
I
date,
know.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, aren't Tempsy and
So
Liam
lovely.
engaged? So we could give you both really good advice or
We
really
could,
bad
yeah.
advice.
Right. Well, you know what? Maybe they're on a date right now, and Liam is wondering who should pay for dinner on a first date.
That's true. Okay, Rick, yeah, you answer this one.
So that's actually a very interesting question because as a single man in 2025, it's like, do I or do I not pay for dinner? And the answer is make her pay. You know,
Yeah.
don't even just run, just leave the
Yeah.
restaurant.
Make sure
When they
you
come for
order
bills, they're like, you can say, yeah,
expensive stuff.
order the most expensive thing on the menu, order a bunch of drinks, and then you say, sorry, I need to go to the washroom after you've said one bill, please.
Oh, yeah. And then
And
you
then
leave.
you
That's a
sneak out the back,
classic. It's a classic.
you sneak out the kitchen, say hi to everyone, thank everyone for their amazing meal, and then you walk out the exit, and then you're just out of there.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault if your date doesn't follow you, really.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's your date's fault. Your date should have caught what you were trying to do.
Yeah,
You die. Oh,
you
this got
die.
dark. Yeah, I mean, especially if you die. Oh, that's gonna make a memorable date
But
for sure.
that's not too wrong either. I've done that too, where you're on a date and then they're like, "Here's the bill," and then I look at the bill, I'm like, "Shit, that's way more expensive than I
Yeah,
expected."
that's true.
So I pretend to pass out.
Yeah.
I pretend to pass out, and then the ambulance comes and they pick me up. They bring me to the hospital. They attach me to all these machines and stuff, and they plunk
And
me
they're
full of
like, "You're
drugs.
perfectly fine, sir."
Then I'm like, "Give me some drugs. Give me morphine."
They're like, "Sir, you're healthy. You're fine."
And I'm like, "No, I'm not. I'm pretty sure I'm like a 50% dead."
Yeah.
And so
That's right.
that's
That only works in Canada. I would never do that in America because an ambulance ride is like $30,000.
we actually have to pay for it. Like we have free healthcare, but
Yeah, like
ambulances
20
actually
bucks
cost money here.
probably.
Yeah, I don't
How much?
know.
How much does an ambulance cost in Canada?
Well, let me ask ChatGPT.
ChatGPT will be like, "You don't have to pay for anything. You're Canadian, dummy."
They actually cost money though.
It can't be like
Depends on the
200.
province.
Uh
$45 in Ontario.
oh, that's not bad. That's what an Uber cost.
It's
Like
more in
that's not
Quebec.
bad.
It's more in Quebec, maybe like 150,
Yeah. People actually
60
will take
bucks.
an Uber to the hospital in the US because it's so much cheaper. Like,
But
I know people do that here.
does your Uber know how to do CPR and mouth to mouth?
No, you just, you
I know
just
how to do mouth to mouth.
go. uh,
60 bucks.
yep.
Did you
Six
use
grand.
the ambulance A2X? That's my brother, by the way.
Nice.
Ank,
Rick's brother,
save.
ask a question about love then.
Yeah, ask me a question about. Ask me
You
for
can have
some
your
really good
own
amazing.
brother give you terrible advice.
When when we were kids, when we were teenagers, I forget how old he was. He had his girlfriend in his room, and they had the
Did
door
he get caught?
closed.
Did you walk in on them?
No, I went into my room. I grabbed the condom from my box and I slipped it under under the door.
I mean, you were just helping him out.
You know
He probably shouldn't have had a kid that young anyway.
what? He doesn't have what? Oh yeah, no, exactly. He was way too young to have a
Like at
kid.
that
So
age,
like,
yeah, he shouldn't have had a
yeah,
kid or an STD,
wrap it up.
right?
No
We don't want
STDs.
syphilis or anything like that. So
So really, he has me to thank for his great life and not having kids so young.
yeah,
I
yeah,
protected my brother literally with
you
protection.
100% did that. 100%. I'm gonna give. I'm gonna do. Okay, cool. Chris is home now. Chris, ask away. Ask a question. But in the meantime, I so yeah. I don't know. It's interesting because so much has changed since I went on my first date. Um, because like nowadays, I feel like I would be more on board to like splitting the bill. But like, how do you find a woman? That's a good one. Well, that's not. The second,
Yeah,
let me
that's a good
just
one.
finish my finish my thought.
I have thoughts
Yeah,
too.
like but now like I like that some people like to split the bill. Although this is terrible advice, and so I just think I still think you should order get the most expensive drink, get the most expensive appetizer, the most expensive main course, get the most expensive dinner. Actually, if on top of that you can add like doing like Uber Eats or DoorDash like additional food and have that person pay for it, then even better. Because DoorDash and Uber Eats, you have to pay a delivery fee, so it's going to be more
Right.
expensive.
Right.
Make sure you rack the bill because here's the thing: if they're not willing to pay for all of that, were they even interested in you?
Well,
Like,
exactly.
were they like?
Exactly.
They,
If they
no,
don't want to
they
invest in
they
you,
gotta they gotta do it. They gotta demonstrate their value. They gotta
it's an investment.
yeah, they got it. Like you have to know if they actually are willing to do anything for you and give anything for you. Otherwise, yeah, you're just
Uh,
wasting your time. You're just wasting your time with that person.
on a serious note, it is true that like in this day and age, you're like, do I pay? Like as a single man, and I go on dates, and
Right.
like, do I pay? Do I not pay? And like sometimes I pay, sometimes I don't. I don't know. It's like a feeling thing. It's like I guess if I
Yeah.
had a good time and I want to see this person again, I'll pay. But it's happened to me twice where the other person actually paid without my knowing.
Ah,
They went
okay.
ahead and bought my drinks.
Nice. That's very
Yeah,
progressive. That's
yeah.
cool.
So I put out.
You put out. You were like, it's okay. You're like, okay, let's just
Yeah,
go
you
for
got me.
it. That was easy.
You
You
paid for me
paid for me
once, Rick.
once, Rick. Was that a date? Probably.
No, it was
I
your
think it
birthday.
was.
It was a date.
I
Yeah,
think it was. I think Rick wanted you to put out. That's what it
and
was.
he didn't. It was very insulting.
I know. How did that make you feel? Like how did
And he had like
as a
two friends
person?
there, so we had like an audience that could watch. But
Oh no,
I didn't though.
didn't. Oh, that's great. All right.
I
So
feel
how do
like
we?
I feel like
So
this
how do you
bad
find a
relationship
woman?
advice. I feel like this bad relationship advice is like very like on the border of like what we should be saying and shouldn't be saying.
It feels
Out of
like
context,
it's
people would
always
be like,
sunny in Philadelphia. That's what it feels like.
"Yeah,
Like this feels like the gang is giving bad advice.
that's what we do."
So yeah, so how do you find a woman? That's what Chris said.
Mm.
So women are out there in the wild, and Davey
Hey,
making
Davey.
some ramen. Davey's making some ramen, taking some notes. Don't take notes, Davey. This is you should not follow this advice. Um,
I have a good advice
yeah,
for this.
women love women really love it when you approach them and tell them that they're beautiful. Trying to, how, no, I don't
No,
want to
just
get
send a dick
canceled.
pic. Just
Yeah,
just send a dick pic. Really.
that's the best. That is the best way to get a woman. Just send a dick pic,
Yeah, that's
unsolicited.
that's like marriage for sure. Marriage material, right?
Yeah, and if you don't have her number, there is a very easy thing called AirDrop or like Bluetooth, and you can actually just turn that on and send it to everybody that's within your radius.
I didn't even know you could do that.
you can you can just send it to anybody that's within your radius.
Um,
No, you don't speak to any. Don't speak to a solicitor, a lawyer, anybody that would know the laws.
there's also like speaking of laws, you can
What's
also meet a
that?
woman. It depends where you are in the world, but like Amsterdam, I think you can go to like this place called the Red Light District or something like that. There's a bunch of women you can meet there. You just need like a little bit of pocket change, and
Yeah,
you get a woman.
that's where you got to impress her with how much money you have, for
Exactly.
sure.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. 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 Exactly. You
but
can also go to
if you
like
want the free version of that, then there's like 17th Street where I live. There's a bunch of women just walking the streets, and they don't. I mean, I've never solicited one, but they don't ask for a whole lot.
no, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, I feel like they are pretty cheap.
It's a budget friendly street.
Yeah, exactly. It's a part of it's a community service.
You can also go online on like Facebook Marketplace or Kijiji and like look for anyone selling like wedding rings or wedding
Hmm.
dresses and whatnot. And chances are maybe they've just going through a divorce.
That's true.
You can be like, hey, I'm not interested in the dress, but do you come with the dress?
Right? It's always good to make assumptions.
It is, yeah, yeah, exactly.
Let's see. I just typed in Chat GPT. How do I find a woman? Oh, it's giving me like real answers.
Real answers. That's boring.
Yeah. Yeah, it says like join clubs, attend events, take classes, shared interests create natural connections. And then it says like apps like Hinge, Bumble or Tinder. And then it says through friends, introduce you to people. Let your friends introduce you to people they think you'd vibe with. And then be approachable, confidence, good hygiene, and a positive attitude go a long way. I mean, I would disagree that
Uh,
good hygiene actually attracts other people. Like, smelling terrible is like the best attractor.
I think so too, because otherwise, you're not really noticed. But if you smell
Yeah.
bad, then you're noticed.
Yeah.
Someone notices you right away.
Yeah.
If you smell just normal, you're just like everyone else, really.
You also could just apply what Rick said earlier about just, walk somewhere where there's women and get a puppy and just be like,
Yeah,
here. And then, then she's your woman. That's it. It's clear and simple.
I think that's how it should be. You
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's easy.
Otherwise, it's so complicated to like find a woman and find someone
Find
who's
things
got the
in
same values
common.
in you, and like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like they're probably dating other people, you're dating other people. It's like, holy shit, can I just give you a puppy and then we're together?
Yeah.
See how much simpler that is?
It is simple. It's also very simple. Like if you go to a restaurant and you see someone with a date, just approach the woman and grab her by the hand and just be like, "Come on, let's leave," and then just leave. It's
Confident,
not,
like people
yeah,
love confidence.
yeah. Nobody's
People
gonna be
love,
mad about this.
no, no,
And
exactly.
if anything, maybe you're helping that relationship because you're making them jealous. And we already established that jealousy is good for a relationship.
Right, right.
So, worst case scenario, like you're going to make the other person really jealous and then they're going to work extra to keep that person. But you already are going to have a woman. Technically, the question was, how do I find a woman? But like you found a woman. That's
You
that's how
found
you
one.
find her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's how you
There's a
find
lot of
her.
good ways.
Yep. Stream Elements has a question, but it's not about
Are
it's
you
not
new
about
here?
love. Actually, you know what? That is a great pickup line. Are you new here? It would really help me so much if you gave me a follow. Thanks for hanging out and being part of the fun. That's how you get a woman.
Is cheating on someone sometimes okay?
Oh,
Yes.
great guy. That's a great question.
I think it's always okay, really. Because if you're gonna cheat on someone, there's probably a good reason for it, right?
True. Yeah.
See,
Yeah. I
this is
mean,
what I mean. I feel weird saying these things.
I know, right? It's
I
like,
feel like
yeah,
this is
cheating.
horrible.
Cheating is absolutely the right
I
thing to
feel
do.
it's just so awkward.
Is cheating on someone always sometimes okay? Yes, it is. Definite. It definitely is. Especially if there is no spark in your current relationship. Like if you and your current partner are just not vibing at all anymore, then yeah, you definitely should find someone, like someone else. And make sure that your partner knows that you're dissatisfied with your relationship and that you have found someone that actually treats you well. Because then again, that's jealousy. You will make the other person jealous and then your partner will be like, "I need to work harder to be better."
Clipping all these quotes. I feel like we need a big advisory on this screen saying like this is bad fake advice.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, somebody's going to walk in brand
I
new
don't
and
even
be
want
like,
to touch
"Oh."
this question.
I like Chris's question too. There's actually some good questions in chat now. So, if I find a woman I really like, but there's room for improvement, which kind of pokeball should I throw?
That's a good
I don't
question.
know. The
So
green one.
The green one.
Green for
I've
green
never.
guy. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know what. I don't know. I probably not a master ball because master ball you want to save for like Mewtwo, but maybe not a regular Pokeball. Like everyone has room for improvement. I have room for improvement. I'd say I don't know what a net ball is, but I'm gonna trust net ball. Probably is a good ball to use.
Sure.
Yeah,
Is netball the
maybe
same as like trapping someone with like chains and locking them in your basement?
I think it's different because like Pokemon's not necessarily animal cruelty.
That's true.
I don't think. You're just capturing animals and making them fight to the death. It's like
Yeah. It's
it's a
definitely
gray
definitely not
area.
animal cruelty. It absolutely is not.
It's
It's just
way different
normal.
than like
Yeah.
cockfighting and stuff.
Yes, it is exactly different.
Netball is a sport. Is it
I
a
feel
is it where
like
you throw a ball in the net? Is it volleyball?
I feel like I've heard of netball. Let me look it up. That
I
sounds
think the
familiar. The rectangular
Pokeball.
played in a rectangular court with 7 players. Yeah, it's kind of like volleyball, but without the like, but different.
I thought you were gonna say without the net. I was like, wait a minute, net's in the friggin'
Well,
name.
this picture I'm looking at on Wikipedia looks like there is no net, but that makes no
Really?
sense. Because why would they call it netball if there's no? Yeah, there's no net.
Netball.
That's weird. Then why do they call it netball if there's no net?
Wait, isn't it?
It's kind of
It's like
like
basketball.
basketball. Yeah,
Wait,
it's like
isn't it?
basketball, sort of.
Isn't it exactly basketball?
It looks like basketball, but there's no basket either. So then, what's the point of this?
Oh,
You
they're
just
using a
pass the ball
volleyball
around.
maybe. Netball.
See, this advice is so good. The green guy is like, I'm just gonna go to work. I'm just gonna go to work. I hope you don't try any of these things. Definitely don't try any of these things at work.
I mean,
Um,
why not? Grey's Anatomy
yeah,
does it, and they're in
that's
the
true.
hospital. I think just do whatever
Speaking
they.
of Green Guy is supposed to be on the show with us at some point. So that's something for y'all to look forward to
At some point in
at
one
some
one
point,
day, one day
someday,
and age.
someday. Exactly.
But it's hard, Green Dye is just like, I want to go to work and find a woman.
Yeah.
And we've given so much
You
good
can find
advice
a
today.
woman at work. You
Yeah,
can find anybody at work.
at least one.
Really. Yeah. There's
At least
definitely
one.
more than one. Unless you work at
Two.
like I don't know. I don't know what a job is where there's no women.
Shall we do another ChatGPT question? There's some juicy ones here that
Yes. Yeah, sure.
um let me
I think
see.
that's funny. Davey said we should say exactly that paragraph to every woman we meet, the one about following.
Oh,
Are you
right,
new
right.
here? It would help me so much if you followed me on TikTok. You know what's funny about that, Davey? I was telling Rick right before we went live because we both put on Instagram for people to submit questions, and we got like 2 questions out of it. But whatever. But somebody somebody answered my question and said like, "Click on this link to listen to my music" or something like that. But then, like, you know what? That is confidence. That is exactly what we're talking about. This person was so confident about their music that they were like, you know what? I am gonna completely ignore what was just asked and just be like, listen to me,
Yeah.
listen to my
Yeah, yeah.
music. I actually haven't listened. I don't know.
Confidence.
I actually haven't clicked on that link, but I wonder if maybe like that music is about like relationships, and maybe it's like maybe this person is like the answer is in my music. Like just listen to it,
Probably. Yeah, right, right. Maybe we should invite him on. Maybe he has some
right?
really good advice.
Or maybe it's a virus. I don't know.
All right.
I don't
This
really click
question
on
is
links.
this question's more for LG since he's in a relationship.
Oh, good. Oh, great.
What's the best way to respond when my partner says we need to talk?
Well, you know what's something that like significant others really love is when you don't communicate. So what you need to do is you just shut down, turn on your PlayStation, and just play video games. And while the other person is just talking about, like, oh, you did this, what up that, just don't say anything. Don't answer. Just pretend like they're not there. That is that. I think that is the best because at some point. your partner's going to get tired of talking and it's just going to leave you alone. And they might
Right.
leave you, but
Right.
like they're just going to leave you alone, and then you're still going to be playing video games. So you're going to be having a good time. Like,
Right.
the thing about life is all about, the only thing that matters is having fun. That's the only thing that matters. You
Right.
shouldn't worry about commitments. You shouldn't worry about anything.
Yeah.
Just
Good point.
have fun. That is the only thing that matters.
Nice. I
That's
like that
that that's
advice.
my advice. Just
So
shut down. Just shut down completely.
yeah, I have a similar
Pretend they're
answer,
not
I'd
there.
say.
Yeah.
Like last relationship, like my partner was like, she texted me, we need to talk. So I blocked her number and
Did you
so
really?
I blocked her number and I moved, like I just never saw her again. So technically we're not broken up, you know? She
Oh
couldn't
yeah.
she couldn't verbally say that we broke up. So technically I'm not single.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
if you can't talk with someone, then it's just that's just how it is.
I just blocked them. That's great. I'm sure gaslighting them into thinking they are the problem and the conversation works well. Yes. You know what? Yes. Spin it on them. Be like, well, I don't need to talk. I like,
You need to talk.
yeah, this doesn't sound like a we problem. This sounds like a you problem. You're go talk to yourself. Go look at the mirror and talk to yourself.
There's no we in relationship.
Exactly. This is only about what I want. That is it. It's only about the things that I want. Uh,
So yeah,
it's
I
so
think
funny because my wife or yesterday, like she
she was like, "We
asked me
need to
some
talk."
questions. No, and I told Rick this. I was like, this feels like a trap because she was like, I don't care how you answer these questions. It's like, okay, this feels
It's
like a
a trap.
trap. It's a trap. Uh, well, that's a good one though. Yeah, yeah. Anytime your partner needs to talk, just don't talk, or just say
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that sounds like it's your problem. Like maybe you just, you know, like if they start blaming you about things, just be like, you know what? Like no, like you're the one that has a problem with this, not me. I don't need to change. I'm
yeah.
good. Like I'm happy
Or
just the way I am.
you get ahead of it and you just start yelling immediately.
Oh yeah. Yes.
You just
Just
start
yell.
yelling immediately.
Throw some things across the room, break a plate
Yeah,
or two.
exactly.
Like that's always good.
I think that's a good. Yeah,
Works
yeah.
every single time.
A lot of amazing advice here.
Uh but I do like that though. Gaslighting people into thinking like they are the problem. That's exactly the way to go.
Yeah, people don't do that
Because
enough.
no, no. People want to like accept responsibility. It's like no, like you need to like just stand up for yourself and just be like, no, I'm not the problem. You're the problem.
I feel like I need to laugh to like make people realize that we're not actually like.
Right? That this is not real.
Oh God.
Uh, that so this goes in line with like one of the questions that like my wife asked, and it's like, how long should you let your partner brag about being right? I think it goes in line with that.
Yeah. Right. Right.
I think, you know, I think if your partner's right, they should be able to throw it in your face.
Yeah, I'd accept that.
Hmm.
It's all about being right, right?
Yeah,
So if they're right and she's like, I'm right, then I'll be like, no,
yeah,
I didn't realize. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. If you're right, you're right. There is no if, ands, or buts around it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Then the fight ends way sooner. And like, you don't have your values, but at least, the
yeah,
person's right. She
yeah.
says she's right. Like people don't lie, right?
No, nobody lies. That's for sure. Absolutely nobody does. Nuh-uh.
Nobody.
These are great questions.
Yeah, thanks, ChatGPT. That's really nice. That's a good question.
That was a great prompt for sure. Uh, that was funny. That was a good one. Um, cool. All right, another question.
Oh my God. Shall we go? How many do you have on your side?
I only have Cliff. Cliff, you want to know burning questions about love.
We got answers.
We got answers, my friend. Good to see you. Cliff Stallings is awesome too. He's a friend. He's a cool dude.
Nice.
Um,
Friend of LG's is a friend of mine.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Um, love, yes. So what we're doing today, Cliff, just so you know, because this should not be taken serious. We're on purpose answering really bad relationship, or we're answering questions about relationships, but we're doing it badly on purpose. So we've been asked some really interesting things, like about how to find women, how to, how, like, we had actually a real question from Sunny about her sister. And, like, I really hope, Sunny, I really hope you didn't go and, like, tell your sister our advice, because, yeah, that kind of sucked. So we're just on purpose doing bad relationship advice, terrible relationship advice.
So if you have any questions, let us know. We're here for it.
Yeah,
This is what we're doing today. Ad break in
it is.
progress. Oh, nice.
Oh no, somebody's has breaks. Yesterday during my stream, I had like an ad break, and somebody mentioned it in chat, and I was like, "Well, the easiest thing you could do is just subscribe." But I meant it like in a serious way, but then afterwards I was
Yeah,
like, "That sounded like pretty greedy and like
I know,
like
right?
bad."
Well, too bad
It's
for
like,
you.
well,
Sub to me.
just yeah, you don't
Just give
have
me a
to look
sub
at
then.
ads. Yeah,
You don't have
exactly.
to. Just give me a sub.
But then I felt bad after I said it, because I was like, I mean, I didn't mean it like, like give me all your money. Like that's not what I meant. I was just
Well,
saying like,
they
if you
couldn't
don't
hear you
want ads,
anyways.
then this is what you should do.
The person couldn't hear you anyways. They had ads.
Oh, that's true. That is very true. Oh, there it is again. Stream Elements again. So Stream Elements gave us
Are
the
you new
best
here?
answer a while back. It's like, just follow me. Uh, what? Wait a minute. What? Your best friend made a diss track against your girlfriend? Wait, is this about Kendrick Lamar and Drake? Just kidding. Do I defend the honor of my lady and lose my best friend, or do I join in on a feature? I'm torn. Okay, I'm inclined
Man,
to
that's
say, because this is bad advice, definitely crush your girlfriend.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Make her feel
Spit them
terrible.
rhymes. Yeah, be
Yeah.
creative.
Make
Like who is better to find diss lyrics than her partner,
Yeah, exactly.
right?
Davey's right. You could like, this could blow up on TikTok, and you could be like ultra famous.
Yeah, and that's way more important than love.
Than a relationship. You can
Fame,
always find another relationship. You cannot find
true,
another friend.
exactly. And fame only comes, you only get one shot, one
Hmm.
opportunity. Will you let it slip?
It's like Eminem. That's right. You only get one
Exactly.
shot. That's right.
Yeah.
Um, I'm still writing bars. Yeah, what you need to do is you need to think of like all of the things that really bother you about your girlfriend, but especially the things that are like very private that you wouldn't tell anybody, and just blast those. Just throw those out.
Yeah.
If your girlfriend
Secrets.
farts really bad, then definitely include that in there.
Oh, for sure.
Or like
Yeah,
if your girlfriend snores really loud, yeah, you absolutely want to include that there.
for
Like, just
sure.
think of
Yeah.
all of the things that make you really upset, and yeah, and include those in there.
Because it is a diss track, right? So you really want it
It
to have like an
is.
impact.
It is. It is exactly. Make sure you use extra words.
I mean, that adds a lot of like emphasis,
It
right?
does. Yeah, exactly.
If you just say nothing, then it's like, oh, is he actually mad? Is he actually dissing? Then you add a couple
Yeah.
words like that, and
Here's the thing: if your girlfriend really loves you, she will understand. She will understand. If she really loves you, she'll be like, you know what? Yeah,
you're
you
right.
know, exactly.
I never thought of it that way.
Yeah, exactly. That is a true test of love. It's like, would your relationship survive a diss track? And if it does, then cha-ching. There you go.
I need to start adding emotes to think. these people think I'm actually. That's how I feel right now. I feel like we're
Right? I
saying stuff, and I'm like, I feel so awkward because it's like we're just meant to not say the
know.
reality.
Let's
I
see.
feel
I
like
can
I really feel like there should
actually.
be like a big disclaimer, like do not take
Yes.
anything we take seriously today.
I'm adding that.
Can you actually?
Yeah.
Warning.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, there it is.
Like Davey does a sandwich.
Do I show? There we go. Oh, it
Okay,
only
that's
lets me have one thing on though.
do not take anything seriously.
Oh, yeah. It only lets me have one disclaimer on. Well, that's okay. Do not take anything seriously.
Bad advice only. That makes me feel a bit more comfortable.
Right? Imagine getting name checked. Yeah. Oh, definitely make sure you use her name 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
Like
Credit
don't
card
use
numbers.
aliases. Don't use like anything that would hide her identity. Make
Yeah.
sure that you use her full name, middle
Yeah.
name included, everything,
Send
every
this
name
on to
that
her
this person
parents too.
has.
Send this
Yeah.
on to like all her loved ones
Oh yeah.
and people at work, all
Just
her
throw the whole
friends,
family under the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, if they really like you, if they really love you, they will be like,
They'll
yeah, you know
understand.
what, this is okay. It was all worth it, a
Yeah,
hundred
they'll be
percent.
like, "Oh, that's what you've been going through. Oh, I understand now.
Oh, try not to fart so loud.
That's why
Okay.
you're a crappy boyfriend. I understand."
Right? Exactly. Exactly. Just be like, oops, I didn't mean to take that out. Ah, I am like trying to because it was bothering me that it doesn't have a period at the end of the question of advice only. There we go.
There we go.
So I was
Warning.
really trying. Do not
Do not
take
take
anything
anything
seriously.
seriously we say today. Bad
It's
advice
it's like
only.
I don't know if they still do it. No, they still do it like in South Park. They always have a
Yeah.
disclaimer at the beginning of every episode.
Yep.
And then it always says like, these are poor like especially whenever they have like, like celebrities that they're like making fun
Yeah.
of, they're like, this is like fake. this is
And they say it's
impersonated.
poorly impersonated.
Yeah. And it's every episode.
It's so funny. I haven't watched South Park, like new episodes of South Park in a couple of years.
I
There's a
have
couple
the
pandemic episodes that I watched that were really funny,
yeah.
but I haven't not since then.
Yeah, you haven't seen the Ozempic one? The one about weight loss? That one's really good.
I don't know
That
if I've
one's a
seen that.
That one's because the last few years they've been coming out with like specials like every like I don't know like six
Yeah.
months,
Yeah, yeah.
and the most recent one they did was about like Ozempic and like weight loss and stuff like that. That one's real. I think that one's really funny, and it actually kind of shines light on like how terrible the healthcare system is in the U.S. So it's like
I
South
may have
Park.
seen
South
that.
Park is always very political, and so this one, but it was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
funny, like political funny.
Right. I may have seen it. I don't know. It doesn't ring a bell though, but maybe a bit, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it was a fun one. I would recommend it if you haven't seen it. Um, who is it? Randy, Stan's dad. He joins like a group of like women that do Ozempic, but he's just basically like, I'm just doing drugs with women. Like, it's
I don't think
funny.
I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that. Is he still on Integrity Farms?
He is. He is. I
I
thought
thought
that
that
was
was so
gonna be
funny.
like something that we're just gonna run for like a few episodes, but nope.
No, they're
It's
like running with it.
it's been going on for like 5 years.
You're Integrity Farms. You got lots of integrity.
But yeah, no, it's yeah, that's like so. It's exactly the same thing. It's like just this is just like South Park. Don't take any of this seriously. This is not real advice.
This is not real world.
Yeah. I feel really awful for some of this advice now, to be honest.
I felt awkward quite a bit today. Not gonna lie.
Right?
Too late.
Joel was like, too
Got my
late.
notes already.
Oh no.
Shall we do another Chat GPT question?
Yeah, sure.
Or do you have questions? I forgot. Who's the
Those
last
are
one that
those
said a
those are
question?
all the ones I had actually. I
Okay.
think. Let me check Instagram. I feel like there was another one, but I think that was it. Let's see.
Let me see a good one. Unless Joelle has a relationship advice question they want to have answered.
Oh, this is a good one actually. Forgot like because like I said, my wife and I yesterday like we just came up with random questions. She
Yeah.
swears this is not about me.
Okay.
That's what she said. She said,
Sure.
"How do I tell my partner their taste in music sucks?"
I
yesterday,
don't know.
yesterday she's like, "This is not about you." I'm like, "Okay." I feel
Sure,
attacked.
sure,
I
sure.
feel a little attacked, but
A little
okay.
bit, yeah. Yeah. Well, you tell them that their emo music that they've been listening to for 15, 20 years, it's time to
Yeah.
grow up.
Yeah, tell them like, you know what, the phase is over. You should
The phase
definitely
is over.
stop. You should stop listening to music from when you
Cuz
were 13.
like why would you keep listening to music that's like we're kids, we're running down the street, fuck adults, we're adults
Yeah.
now. You don't
Yeah,
have
like
to be
grow
listening
up.
to that music
Yeah.
anymore. Grow up. Exactly.
Exactly. Like, you are a casualty of society. Like stop
Yeah.
listening to music that says like you are not a casualty of society. It's like you are. You work a job. Like you work full time.
It is a
You
phase.
obviously you pay taxes, so you obviously became
Yeah.
part of the system. You became part
Exactly.
of society. So just
Yeah.
get
Yeah,
over
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So emo music just, it's just not relevant anymore, really.
It's not. Nobody
It's just
feelings
whining
don't
about
matter.
the past and
Yeah. Whining
not
about
being
different
okay.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like Morgana said, just tell them it's a phase. That's
It's
all you
it
got
is
to
a
do.
phase. It
Yeah.
100% is a phase.
Yep.
It's a waste of time.
I want
I
my
didn't
money
choose to be
back.
part of the system. I want my money back.
I mean, I didn't either, but it just kind of happened.
The system runs us.
It does. It does. It does. It does. Hey, Morgana, good to see you. By the way, um, we're
So the
giving
question
terrible
is,
advice today. Today is
what's
horrible advice day.
the question was, what's the best way to tell your partner their music sucks?
Yes. Oh, I didn't put it in chat because
Hmm.
it was on my phone. But yeah, yeah. What is the best way to tell your partner that their taste in music sucks?
That's a good question. So we've answered like, yeah, it's very fair to feel like that, but like, how do you answer? Like, how do you tell your partner that? I think you just
Um,
straight out say your music sucks, and if you don't
yeah.
change the music you listen to, I'm gonna leave you.
I think you ridicule them online.
Yeah,
That's a
right.
good way to do it. You
I think so too.
throw back to Cliff. You write a diss track about them.
Oh, right, right.
How bad their taste in music is and how
Yeah, in the
horrible
in
it
the
is.
same style that the music they listen to.
Oh, that's even better.
Listen to less Blink and more Radiohead. It's true. It is bad advice, right?
Yeah,
It's really
that
bad
is bad
advice. So
advice.
this
That's true.
this fits really nicely with this show because everything is fake here.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just Blink sucks. You just say it straight to their face.
Yeah. Tell them grow up already.
Just
Like
say,
just
and
grow
if your
up.
partner's a musician, just
Hmm.
tell him his music sucks or their music
If
sucks.
your partner's a musician, tell them like, okay, stop like chasing a dream.
Yeah,
Like, just stop.
just
Stop.
stop. Don't. You're not even chasing a dream. Just stop.
Right? If I can't understand the lyrics, you can't listen to it in this house anymore. That's true.
That's fair because the lyrics could be about you and you don't even know,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It could be very toxic lyrics. They could be lyrics that could summon a demon and you wouldn't even know. And then all of a sudden at night, you got paranormal activity part 6 in your house.
Right? You have a sleep paralysis demon all of a sudden, like
Exactly.
on
That's
top
why
of
I get
you. It
sleep
won't let you sleep.
paralysis. Fuck.
Yeah. I actually swear I had sleep paralysis one time, like a few years ago.
I have it multiple times.
Yeah. Like that's happened to me before. Like I've woken up and I feel like I can't move.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
scary.
it's horrifying. It's
Did you
horrible.
have the demon? Because I did. And
I
I
don't
was like,
know. It
so
might
I'm
have
going to
been.
die?
It might have been.
You would know.
Yeah,
Trust
I
me.
I, I just felt like I couldn't move. I
Yeah.
just felt like I
Yeah. Yeah.
couldn't move.
Yeah.
Um, it was horrible. And maybe it's because of the music I listened to. That's right. That might be it.
That's exactly it. The lyrics that you're listening to, you don't really know what they are, but maybe like those words together or those sounds together unleash some type of demon.
Blink 182 talking about like banging like each other's mom and stuff. That definitely summons a demon.
Because why else would you be talking about that?
Right? Exactly.
There's no reason to say stupid things like that. It's so immature. So it must have a
Exactly.
deeper meaning.
Mm-hmm.
Lo-fi music from demons, I never knew. Yeah. I
I
think it
feel like
is.
it is
I think
because
those
I feel like
frequencies.
yeah, I feel like demons like slow, calm, chill. Like 100%. That screams demon to me. Like a
Yeah,
hundred
me
percent.
too. Me too.
Slow and chill and calm and relaxing. That's what demons want.
Yeah.
Demons live in the fire pit of hell. Like they would be drawn to things that are nice and relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. We think they're just like, no, they want to like rock and roll or metal.
No, that's what they hear all the time,
Well,
like in real
exactly. Yeah.
life.
Right.
So
Maybe it's their
here they're
partner
just
that
yeah.
likes rock and roll and metal,
Yeah,
right?
that's true. And maybe they hate their partner and they're like, I want the opposite of
I
what
want
my
to listen to
partner.
lo-fi.
Yeah, exactly. I want the opposite of what my partner wants.
I think that, yeah, I think that's pretty healthy.
Yeah, that's true. You should definitely always tell your partner how you feel about their music, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's not good or bad advice. You should just like tell them. Like, if your partner is really into screamo and you're just not into that at all, you should be like, "Hey, I don't like that. Don't listen to that in front of me."
Right. I
uh,
think that's fair.
yeah. That's a good question. That's a tough one for sure. Divorce them. Yeah,
And then divorce
exactly.
them. Right. That's a really good point. I didn't even think of that. If your
Yeah,
partner listens to music you don't want to listen to, just leave them. They're not going to change,
yeah.
right? Just
Why
divorce
would you
them.
want to stay with a person like that? That's true. You know what? Why do you want that negativity in your life?
Exactly.
You don't want that. You don't want the
No.
negative. You only want again. Life is all about happiness and what you want.
Like if I was with a partner and all they listen to is Radiohead, I'm out. I'm
Yeah,
out. Like
fair,
why
fair
would I want
enough.
to torture myself like that?
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I think that's great.
Today
That is a
we're
great
always
idea.
talking about self-love and put yourself first,
Mm-hmm. Definitely
They'd be
put
too
all
good
of your
for you.
interests first.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
love Chris's comments because, like, yeah, Radiohead is too good for me. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why today is like opposite, like, it's bad advice day. So, yes, they are very
Mm-hmm.
good. Radiohead. Yes.
Yes. They'd be too good for you. That's true.
Do you like Radiohead, LG? I don't know if we've
I
ever talked about
I
this.
actually do.
Okay.
Um but it's not like I mean like I
All right.
like
See everyone.
Creep. Like I like a few songs. It's not like it's
Just
like,
kidding.
right, you're like I'm out. But it's like I wouldn't call myself a fan, like
Would
I just
anyone?
I don't know, Chris probably. Chris probably would consider himself a fan.
Fan of Radiohead. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting
That is
concept.
I do have a friend, one of my best friends, like in real life, it like is a really big fan of Radiohead. And sometimes I don't know if he's like being serious or if he's like just joking.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know, cause like it's true. It's like I feel like like Radiohead is not one of those bands that has like diehard fans.
I
I'm
feel like,
probably wrong though. I'm probably wrong.
yeah, I don't know. I feel like they do, but I don't know why.
Right? I don't know.
They got a couple good songs. I'll give them that. Fake
Yeah,
Plastic
like
Trees.
Creep is great.
That,
Yeah, Fake Plastic Trees is amazing. Like there's some good ones.
but there's also a lot of, you know, not so good ones.
Yeah. Chrisley.
Crisley.
Love the advice before going to bed. Yes, everybody needs this kind of advice before. In fact, if you can dream about the advice, Chrisley, that's even better. That's even better.
Yeah, of course.
Make scenarios in your head about the situations that you're going to use this advice on.
See, Morgana's got it right. In high school, I had a friend that loved Radiohead. She took our advice
Had
in the
in past
past.
tense. Yeah, in past
She
tense.
had a friend, listened to Radiohead. She stopped talking to them. And look how happy Morgana is today. She's here with
Exactly.
us. She's hanging out. She's having a
Yep.
blast.
You've got rid of that toxic friendship.
Yeah, those are this toxic relationships, whether it's romantic or friendship. You just need
Yeah.
to cut the ties. Cut the
Yeah.
ties early.
Or no, today is bad advice day, so you should keep toxic relationships. You
Not if
should
it's
keep them
Radiohead.
around.
Radiohead's
Well,
an
okay.
exception today.
Okay, there can be an exception then. All right. But in general, you should keep toxic relationships. Like if a relationship is causing you pain, that's even more of a reason to pursue it.
Yeah, physically or mentally.
Like, don't let go. Definitely don't let go of that
Yeah,
person.
I've seen Frozen enough to be like, let it go. But then I'm like, you know what?
But
I don't think
don't.
that's right. Don't
Well,
let it
Frozen
go.
is Disney, so they like they don't know. They don't
It's
know
all
about
fake.
life.
It's all
Yeah,
fake.
they
They've
don't
got
know life.
snowmen that talk. It doesn't even make sense. That's not real. So yeah, don't listen to that.
It's true.
Toxic relationships teach you things, right?
They
Like how
they
to
do.
cry, how to get angry. They're all feeling, we need to feel our feelings. Feeling
That's
is
true.
healing.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
toxic relationships is a good way for that. Because if you don't go through a toxic relationship your whole life and you're just happy and you don't have trauma, how else are you going to
Yeah,
learn?
you're not gonna grow.
Then, yeah.
You're
And
not
life is
gonna
all
become
about
a
growing.
better person. Yeah.
No, you're just going to be some loser that listens to Radiohead. Okay, I went too far there.
Oh, that's a good one. We should
Today
do
is
Chat
not real.
GPT. Yeah.
This is all bad advice. Don't take us
Yes.
seriously. I feel like I need to
Definitely.
say that every five
I
minutes.
know. Definitely don't clip any of this and spread it across the internet.
I got the
we're
police
gonna
at
we're
my
gonna like
door.
go viral tomorrow because Green Guy was already clipping all of our stuff, but
True.
he's just gonna post it on like
True.
on social media, and then we're gonna go viral because of it.
Grizzly, do you have
That's
any
what he's doing
questions
right
for
now
us?
because he was going to work, and that's what he's doing right now. He's
Yeah,
clipping
he
all
work
of our stuff.
he works for the FBI.
Right? This is next level where the streamer turns to a troll. I know. Yeah, this feels like full
Right. It's
circle. I
true.
know.
It's
Where's
true.
Rahoma when I need him? Rahoma would absolutely be giving me like the best questions right now. I should text him and be like, Why aren't you on my stream right now?"
You guys should have done this on Valentine's Day. Well, that's the whole point, is
Well,
that this
yeah,
weekend was Valentine's weekend, and LG
yeah.
has much better things to do on Valentine's Day than to hang out with me because he has a wife and someone who loves
actually,
him.
actually, I didn't
Not
because my
unlike me.
my wife worked all day. Like she worked until like 11 that night. So
Oh no.
I was by myself. I was playing video games all day. It was actually pretty nice. Well,
It
all
was
night.
pretty nice because his wife was working and he was playing video games.
Right? See,
This
that's the
I was
part that
actually I
people
really had a good Valentine's Day. My wife was working all day. I was playing
and I
video
just
games
played video
alone.
games all night. It was great.
What a beautiful Valentine's Day. This is one to remember. 2025, man,
Right?
one of
It
my
was great.
favorites.
I just played video games all day or all night because I worked
Uh,
during the day. But yeah, exactly.
yeah, we could have done it. Rick was too busy testing out his advices. Yeah, exactly. I went out into town and I was like, "Do you want a puppy? Do
Yeah.
you?"
You went and you started kissing everybody. All the couples that were dating, you just went
Yeah,
up and started kissing like the date,
both of
and
them, really, just
yeah,
to see which one would
yeah.
stick.
And if the other person is not mad at you, then that means they really didn't care about their date. They
Yeah,
were just horny. That's all it
and they're
was.
very open-minded. They're very open-minded. They're not jealous. I think
That's
Rick
true.
goes to his partner, and after this, I don't have a partner. First of all,
What a successful Sunday.
I gave a lot of advice.
Technically, you do because you said you ghosted your ex, and your ex thinks you guys are still together. I'm sure because you never actually officially like said the
True,
words
true.
"we are breaking up."
My imaginary partner.
No, you missed it, Chrisley. Earlier, Rick said that the last time his girlfriend said that they need to talk, he just blocked her on, on his phone.
This was 6 months ago. I haven't talked to her since.
Yeah, she probably still thinks she hasn't been with anybody else. I'm sure she probably still thinks that you
No,
guys
for
are
sure.
together.
Yeah,
What I do
just
is
talk to yourself.
good,
Grizzly, do
right?
you have
You're
any
like I'm
questions?
good.
Do you want questions about love and romance and what you should do on a date?
If not, ChatGPT is probably still good. Like I feel like there was some good ones.
There's still a couple good ones. Yeah. All right. Should we do another one?
Yeah, let's do a ChatGPT one. That sounds great.
Um, um, I forget what I did. Let's go with this one.
It's been some time since I did it. Well, Chrisley,
Well,
If
that's
you
exactly it.
paid attention to her advice, you would go on a date every day. Every night you'd be with somebody different. What's the best
All
way to
right.
break up with someone via text?
I think it's a great one because text is really the best. It's the preferred
Oh,
method of
absolutely.
communication nowadays. It's
Yeah,
2025. Everyone's got a phone. Everyone's connected. Like my phone's right here. My
yeah.
phone could have been anywhere in the room. No,
It's easy.
I'm sitting here. My phone's right here. I
Yeah,
kind of been looking at my notifications while I was here.
yeah,
Everyone is on their phone, and it's the quickest way to get someone's attention. If you have to wait to be in person to tell someone that you're breaking up with them, then you might be lying to them for like 2 days. Like,
yeah,
let's go to McDonald's on Saturday, and that's like two
yeah,
days away, and all the while they're thinking that everything's good in the relationship. No, no, just text them. It's over.
yeah. Just tell them we're done, and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. You don't need to say
Um,
why.
yeah.
You don't
You
need
don't
to
need
say
explanations because you don't plan on
no.
being with this person anymore. So, like, why are
Yeah,
you gonna waste your time? Why are you gonna go somewhere and probably spend money
yeah,
when you could just,
yeah.
you could just tell them via text and then just stay home and
Exactly.
order a
It's part of the
pizza,
plan.
eat
It's
a
part of your
pizza.
data plan. It's
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and you can
yeah,
spend that money on yourself. Yeah, and then
yeah.
you have a treat yourself night,
hmm
and
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Get yourself some pizza, watch a movie, like
oh yeah,
just
take a bath, take
take
a
a
bubble
bath.
bath.
Yeah, just have a me night.
Yeah,
Have some me time. That's it.
I think that's the best way. Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
that's the
it's so much more
easiest way.
effective that way. So much more efficient.
Because you don't want to do,
Um,
yeah, doing it in person sucks. Because
yeah, because everyone cries. It's
somebody,
very
yeah,
sad.
somebody's gonna cry. Actually, I could tell you like one time I was dumped, not via text, but it was really it was the girlfriend I was dating before I met my wife, who was like, I'm really glad that we ended up not together because she was atrocious. Um, but she was like, I was at work, and she texted me. And she's like, "Hey," she did the "we need to talk" text, but she was like, "Why don't you come meet me at the park?" I can't remember. I don't remember. It was a park. It doesn't matter what park it was. and and we get there, and so this is a park. Let me describe it to you. That has a giant pond in the middle, like it's a man-made like duck pond, and it's like right in the middle, and you kind of has like a walking trail you can walk around. so
Right,
the,
right,
so
right.
so she's like, oh, let's go take a walk. When we got there, and the whole time we were walking, she was telling me why she didn't want to be with me, and like, so we're walking out, away from the car, and we get to like the other corner, and I'm just like, okay, well then I'm just gonna go home. And so I turned back, and then she started following me. It kept.
Why?
I don't know. She kept talking. I guess she had a lot to say. She kept talking, and then I just got in my car and left. And then she started dating. So about a year later, my cousin and his girlfriend at the time. No, maybe it wasn't even a year later. It was maybe like 6 months later. Anyway, so my cousin's now wife, then girlfriend, I get her and this girl were friends. That's how we knew each other. And so they were like, "Hey, let's all go out to dinner." Like as a group. Like there was like a group of us that were gonna go out. I was like, "Sure." And then guess who shows up? This girl shows up there with
Oh
her
my
new
god.
boyfriend, like with like this new guy, and they were like already engaged. So really, like it's like,
What the fuck?
yeah, this was like 6 months later. So
Got
I
it.
would have just preferred she would have broken up via text instead of making me go to the park and walk, and then
Imagine
have to realize I had to walk back to my car while I
imagine
listen
getting
to her
engaged
just
after
talk.
6 months though.
I did, but yeah,
I'm just
I
kidding.
don't recommend it to other people unless you're like really sure about that person.
Yeah. No, I know
Morgana
it's
said she
true.
got dumped by email once.
Should have sent it out of office.
Oh, I know. You should have just responded, be like, this person will not be responding to your email ever. Goodbye.
Actually, I got kind of dumped by text last year.
Oh,
Because it's like, oh, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know. It's like, well, can we talk? Like, why are you
yeah.
texting me? That's actually
No, the
like
reason
kind
that
of
they're
how it
texting is
happened.
because they don't want to talk. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. It always starts like that. It's always like it's either like it's very clear what the message is, or it's like we need to
hmm
talk, and you're like, is it about that?
And that's what I'm saying. There's always one person that wants to talk. The other one doesn't. Like when it happened to me, I was like, I didn't want to talk. She wanted to
Exactly.
talk. I was like, okay, we're done. All right, I'm gonna go home then.
Cool.
I'm gonna go home and cry. But I'll see you later.
How long are you guys together?
I don't know, just like 4 months. It wasn't like
Okay.
a, it wasn't like, I wouldn't say it was like a super serious relationship. I could, I,
Right.
I could see myself at the time, you know, that being like a more longer relationship, but also like, I don't know. It's funny because, like I said, so she got engaged like 6 months later, right? And then eventually she got married, and her husband had kids. These are some of the ugliest kids I've ever seen. Like, they
Jesus
really
Christ.
are.
Jesus
And
Christ.
so then I think I'm like, if I had had kids with this woman, like, would they have been ugly too, or were like the ugly genes her? I feel like they were because she was just not a good person. Um,
I like how this whole show is like bad advice and everything should not be taken seriously, but you're actually going like
right?
truth bombs right now.
This part is truth though. Um, but yeah, it's like, I mean, I'm sure her kids are lovely people, but like I've only seen them like once or twice. I remember one time, like my wife and I saw them like at the farmers market. We were like walking and we saw them, and we went and said hi, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this is like, I can't remember her baby's name." She's like, "This is like, my kids," and I was like, "Oh, hey." Then we
You thought it
walked
was
away
a,
and
and
walked away.
you thought you were gonna pet a goat. You're like, oh wait, no,
Right.
that's a kid.
Exactly. And then we walked away and I told my wife, I'm like, was that kid ugly or am I just mean? And she's like, no, that kid was pretty ugly. So it wasn't just me. Like, it wasn't just me.
What if the kid watches this stream right now and wants some
Well,
relationship advice?
then, maybe you should have chosen a better parent, I guess. Not that you can choose your parents, that it's like, it's a shame that you were born into the family you were born into.
Rick's face
Rick's
when he
face.
tries to stay serious, but then laughs the next second.
Right? I know.
We gotta laugh because otherwise people take this seriously. And
Otherwise, we're going to just feel like we're terrible people. And we're really not. Like, we're really nice. Maybe we're a little terrible, but,
I mean, you just said someone's baby was hideous and ugly.
that's true. Well, here's like my controversial opinion is like, because everybody's always like, all babies are beautiful. I'm like, I don't think so. Like, no, like this is me actually being serious. Like, not all children are born pretty. Some kids are just ugly. And
Beauty is
then, maybe
subjective.
they grow into like, they grow into being who they're gonna be, right? But a lot of times, like you always have to fake it whenever you meet like someone's new kid, because sometimes like they're
You
not.
can't just be like, "Whoa, my God, Jesus!"
Yeah, exactly. You can be like, oh, what is that? Is that a person or is that like, is that a goat? Like you just said, like
Filming a horror movie.
exactly. Does your kid always look like that? But yeah, I just, I feel like society has conditioned us to say that all children are beautiful, but that's not always true, you know?
I'm gonna go the other direction and say, because even like you can give the same argument that not all adults
That's
are
true.
beautiful,
A lot of adults are
but
not.
are we not all beautiful in our own way, or is it just society that tells us what is beautiful and what is not? Because depending on the culture, beauty is seen differently. Depending on
It's true.
eras, beauty has been seen differently.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just like I get what you're saying 100%, and I also agree. I'm just
Yeah.
taking devil's advocate, going a different direction too.
Yeah. No, I think that's
Because
a
weirdly
perfectly
enough,
valid
there's
point.
because weird like it's I know it's like so hard to believe, but like there's probably one person that thinks I'm ugly, and like, well, but like they're probably right. Just maybe just
Yeah.
not in their eyes. Like, but
Maybe,
like only one though, only one
that ex
person.
that blocked, I'm sure she's like, well, he's ugly. But it's true. Yeah, and beauty standards also change a lot depending on, just like a lot of things, right? Like, like you look at like the 50s and 60s, right? Like women that were like, a little heavier, like that's what people liked. And then you look at
Yeah,
like the 90s, and like anorexic women is what everybody wanted. And like now it's
Yeah.
different. I feel like we have a different perspective now of like body positivity and stuff.
Right.
But there's definitely still beauty standards, of course. And I
Yeah.
think a lot of times, like, yeah, we absolutely are influenced by what we're told is beautiful. Um, I
Like
mean,
on a
I do
scale
think,
from
yeah,
Chris to Rick, like that's like pretty much the like standards nowadays. Which is
right,
two beautiful people, which means everyone's beautiful.
yeah. I mean, I do believe like this is just my personal belief. Nothing to do with children. Again, children are totally different, right? But like I do believe like everybody has beauty, like and I like it's I think
Even Hitler.
beauty uh, I don't know. I think beauty depends a lot on also like how you feel, right? And your confidence and I also like you should just feel happy with however you feel. Um,
Yeah,
I feel like
agreed.
that's more than because the thing is like physical appearance is only one small part of beauty, and
Yeah.
physical appearance goes away. Like I don't remember what actress it was. Somebody was talking about like the obsession like that Hollywood has with plastic surgery, right? And too much plastic surgery is definitely a bad thing. Um,
Yeah.
and even like people men and women that get a lot of that get any plastic surgery or some plastic surgery at some point age does start catching up to them unless they start doing more surgery, which then they just start looking fake and just start looking like they're not people anymore.
Right.
um and so yeah, like I mean like we do have this obsession, I think, as a society with like physical appearance and physical beauty, but it's like but beauty just goes so much far beyond than just how you look.
Right.
Like there's people that are very physically attractively, but they are terrible people on like just like have terrible horrible personalities and just suck as human beings, and that's not beautiful. That's
But
ugly.
even you can have someone that's, objectively beautiful and a nice person and not be an asshole or whatever, but still the connection's not there.
Yeah,
There's like some aura too or some energy that like attracts you to people as well, I think.
yeah, that's true. That's true. That got a little too serious because it's
Yeah, what the hell are we talking about? Everyone's ugly.
exactly right. Yeah, there is no beautiful
You
people.
should only date
Everybody's
for
ugly.
people who are
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. Beauty is the only thing that matters in a relationship. That is it.
Not even in a relationship, I think in the world.
Just in life. Yeah, just in life.
Like if you want
Absolutely.
a, higher paying job, just be beautiful.
Right? And if you're an employer, only hire attractive people.
Of
Don't
course.
hire
Of
smart
course.
people. Like,
Well,
don't
no,
hire
because
intelligent people.
no, no,
Hire
no.
only people that are physically beautiful.
Yeah.
And if they happen to
Yeah.
be smart, then that's a bonus. But that,
That that's why my employer hired me.
right?
Definitely not because I'm smart and good at
You
my
walk,
job. Like, what the fuck?
you walked in and they're like, "Yep, hired,
Yes.
hired,
Sold.
sold to the highest bidder." Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I just, yeah, I feel like so much of beauty has changed too. Again, over the years, beauty standards have changed, and the way that we
Right.
view beauty also has changed. Like people used to be ridiculed. Like I actually really like the body positivity trend that exists now, right? Because
Yeah.
like now you have like plus size models as an example, right? And these are models that 20 years ago would have been ridiculed or would have been like, no, you're not beautiful. Like,
Yeah.
so it's just like I don't know. It's just it's different standards.
For sure.
Um, yeah.
We're growing,
But
but
I
are
will
we?
say those babies were ugly. Those kids were
All that
ugly.
to
I haven't
say,
seen them. I don't know what they look like now. Like we're talking about like maybe 9 years ago. They were not.
okay,
They were just ugly looking kids. But that
nice.
also could have just been me and my bitterness for being dumped at a party. It
They're
made brought.
probably like beautiful models. You're just
I know,
like
right?
those ugly kids.
right? And we're gonna see them on like like TV ads or commercials or whatever, and everybody's gonna be like, "Those are some beautiful women." They'll be
Exactly.
like, "No, they're not.
No, they're not. They're ugly.
They are horrible." No, exactly.
Look how he
Yeah,
fumbles when he says peanuts.
he's probably
I don't know where
allergic
that.
to peanuts, also.
He's probably allergic to peanuts.
Right? But anyway, so don't nobody cancel me for saying that people are ugly.
I think everyone left. I have
I know,
I'm actually
right?
down to 0 followers. I don't know what happened there. I had over 1,000.
Right? Twitch is like, you're banned now.
You're banned from Twitch.
No, there is a lot worse things I've seen said on Twitch. So, you know,
Well, that's good.
yeah.
I feel like I'm such a good person. I don't know why I'm saying this, but like that's why I have such a hard time with like lying and saying these horrible things. It's just because it's
I
so
know.
not me.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Me too. I'm just
I don't
I'm
want to
just
be
a good
triggering either for
person.
people. Like, is it okay to cheat on someone? But like someone here has been cheated on. It's like
Yeah.
trying to be sensitive, trying to be funny. It's not an
Yeah.
easy. Oh, sorry, I burped.
I know. I don't know how people do it. Like comedians that do like what's it called? Like when they like
Stand up comedy.
no, yes, but there's like a certain kind that they do like they ask the audience questions and
Right.
like make their jokes like on the spot. I
Yeah,
forget
yeah,
the
yeah.
name of it. But I don't know how they do that. Like I don't know how they do that. That's hard.
Yeah. And some like they're so good at doing that.
Yeah. Some people are really really good. Some people are really terrible at it. But like some of
Right.
them are really good at it. Oh, crowd, it's like crowd work. That's what it is.
Crowd work.
Crowd work. That's what it's called.
Do you know the comedian Taylor Tomlinson?
Yes. Oh, she's hilarious. I
I
like her a
love her.
lot.
I
Yeah,
love
she's
her.
funny.
I just watched her 3 Netflix specials again. Oh my god, she's
Oh,
so
they're funny.
funny.
Yeah.
I love like she's my favorite comedian right now, I think.
Yeah. I don't think I've seen all of them, but I've seen a couple of her specials. They're pretty
Yeah,
funny.
she's got 3 now and
Yeah.
they're all good. They're all so good.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, you absolutely should watch those for sure. They're really good. She's funny.
She's so funny.
Um I just feel like she's just very relatable just in general.
Yeah.
Like as
Well, especially as like a single
yeah.
person going through like dating apps and stuff and she just talks a lot about that
Oh
and
yeah,
it's just
that
like,
one's funny. I've seen that one.
oh god. A lot of like relationship stuff and it's pretty funny.
Yeah. You know, I often joke with my wife. Of course, I love my wife, but I often
I
tell
like how
her.
you had to like preface with
I
that.
know.
Of
No, but
course I love my wife,
I always tell
but
her like I'm always like I'm so happy. So like her and I met like before dating apps were a thing. And like so I'm really grateful. I think what I was like I'm so glad I'm with you so I don't have to be on dating apps. But it's true like I'm like I feel like I would hate it. Like there's so much pressure of like of being in dating apps that I hate that. I absolutely
yeah.
hate it.
I remember walking with my one of my old buddies slash coworker going to the gym and I was like, man, good thing we're married because exactly of that dating culture. And here I am on
Hmm.
Tinder, swiping left and right.
Yeah, it just feels like so much work.
It is. It is.
You know, and like my wife and I like we met like the I think the easiest way like we met through friends like it was just like
Nice.
it was easy
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah like I mean like I have a lot of single friends that they're like on dating apps all the time and swiping left and right and like yeah they go on like terrible dates so one time a friend asked me to go on a date with him. Well, okay.
What do you
So
mean?
so okay, so the situation was that um this guy was so he's like yeah he's like I swiped on a girl and we're supposed to go to a brewery but I'm pretty sure she doesn't look like she does in the pictures. Like he's like I'm pretty sure she's using a bunch of filters and so he's like I don't know if I'm actually going to be interested in her because she looks and he showed me pictures and yeah it was pretty obvious that it was filtered. It's like it was pretty clear. So anyway, so he's like, "Do you want to go with me? We can go, we can go like have a drink." and then like once she gets there, like go sit at a different table, and then I'll signal you, like yeah, you can leave or or stay, like come interrupt me, or come join us. I can't remember
Come
exactly how
join
he
us.
phrased it. Well, yeah, because he's like, if I'm not interested in her, like I don't want to have to sit with her for like 2 hours and like just come in like casually, be like, oh hey, what's up? Like it's good to see you. Like just
Right.
like pretend like this was like an accident.
Mind if I join?
Yeah, and so that's exactly what happened.
Are you
so
serious?
so him and I we're sitting at a table, and we see this girl walk in, and she's like looking for him, right? She's like trying to find, and my friend is like, okay, go sit over there, and I'll just text you, right? so
Right.
so he's texting me, and he's like, I'm pretty sure that's her, but like she looks different. She does in the pictures, and yeah, she did 100%, and you know, and so they find each other, they start talking, and I think I texted him like, do you need me to leave or do you need me to stay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, do you want to come and like sit with us for a little while? And so I did. I just like got there and was like, hey, it's so good to see you, like it's been a
So
while, yeah,
awkward.
mind if I join? And and the girl was visibly like, why is this guy here?
Right.
It didn't go well, right? And I only stayed for like half an hour, because we also like we had planned it. It's like I wasn't gonna stay for the whole date, like just for like a little bit.
Right.
And then yeah, obviously it didn't work out. He called me like 20 minutes later and was like, yeah, she just left. I think she was mad that I was there, because she got up and went to the restroom and never came back.
Oh, really?
So she
Oh,
did
God.
exactly what we did when we were talking about the first date question. She just left,
Right.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think she had
yeah.
ordered a couple drinks and he had been paying for them. Um,
Perfect. That's exactly what you should do.
yeah, but yeah, it was just one of those situations where like the guy was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure this girl is like not does not look the way she does in these pictures.
Right. The
Exactly, it
bathroom
was a
dash.
bathroom and dash. That's exactly what she did. She bathroom and dashed. So yeah, but it was a good learning experience. And I remember telling my friend, it was like, I'm so glad I don't like this is not my life.
I mean, I can't say that I've experienced that.
Right?
That doesn't sound like something that's too common.
It's not. But yeah, I was just like, I am so glad that this is just not my life. I'm glad I don't have to do this, because I would hate it.
Married man.
Yeah, it's it definitely is different. Well, I was even thinking like, like if, like if we were to get a divorce or whatever, or split, I'm like, I don't even know like what dating apps are good. Like I've heard of Tinder, I've heard of Bumble, but I'm like, but I don't know like, like which one is better, which one is not. Like
Tinder's
how
great.
like
Just stick with Tinder. Everyone's amazing on there.
right? Yeah,
There's
like
no
I don't
toxicity.
know
There's no
these things.
ghosting.
Yeah, I don't know
It's a
these
really beautiful
things.
app.
Yeah. I don't know these things. I don't know how they work.
I mean, I didn't either when I was in a relationship for 13 years, and just like you, we
Yep.
started going out before dating apps. So then when
Yeah.
I started doing dating apps, like, what the hell do I write about myself, and
Yeah.
what do I do? And I remember the first person I matched with, I was like, oh shit, hey, you're the first person I matched with, and she didn't say anything. And then I was like, then after a couple matches, I was like, okay, I see what the dating life is now. It's like you
Right?
match with people, they don't talk to you. There's a lot of
She's probably like,
ghosting.
rookie.
Yeah, probably, probably.
You rookie.
You Ricky.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't sound like something I want to do ever. I hope I don't have to, but
Yeah, if you
doesn't
don't have
sound
to,
like
it's probably
doesn't sound
much
like
better.
yeah, doesn't sound like something I want to do.
Yep.
It just
Yep.
it seems horrible, and also really difficult, and I don't know. I think this is just my perspective as someone that never had to do this. So it's probably wrong, but like I feel like so much of it is just so based on like being superficial, and just like and looks, and not actually getting to know a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep. Well, like I said earlier, it's like a lot of it is the aura.
Mm-hmm.
So just seeing a
right?
picture and like a couple words, like it doesn't represent the
Yeah,
person at all.
yeah, exactly.
And like for me, people, and this isn't in a bad way or anything, it's like people don't look the same as they do on pictures
No,
in
that's
real
just like
life.
what happened to my friend.
But like even like not even like uglier or not anything. Like even my ex-wife, like we were together for 13 years, but I'd see pictures of her, like be like, that doesn't even look like you. Like not in a
Right.
bad way, it's just not the same. It's weird.
That's true. I mean, whenever people take a picture and put it online anywhere, they're not gonna, they're not gonna pick like an ugly photo. They're not gonna pick one where they don't look good. Like, yeah, I mean, that's just logical.
It's like the precise angle.
Yeah.
I had to take a selfie for my dating app. I took like 100 pictures. I'm like, all right, move this way, move this way, move this way, turn your head like
Right.
this.
Yeah. Everybody has like a good side, right? And so
Yeah.
like you want to make sure that you're taking the right side and not not the
That's why
side that
my
makes you
camera's
look
angled
ugly.
this way. Because
Yeah.
this
No, me
side is
too.
just like a bunch of acne and a wreck.
No, me too. Like I've tried having like my camera like right in front of like the screen, and I'm like I don't like the way my face looks.
Right.
Like
Right.
if it's like in front of me, it looks like I'm looking at myself, and so it
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
feels weird.
Yeah. I like this angle. It's just like a slight, like, what is it?
Yeah,
Like a 15-degree angle.
yeah. And you don't have to like look directly at the camera if you don't want to. Like you
Yeah.
can, but you don't have to.
Right. I've
Uh,
never looked at the camera in
it's like
3 years of stream. Oh my God. It's going to be 3 years of streaming soon.
ah, I don't remember who it was. I remember we were talking about a streamer once that made like really weird eye contact.
Yes. I know exactly who it is, but I'm not going to say
I'm
it.
not gonna say who it is. I
I know
remember
who
it
it
now,
is.
but it was just like it just always felt really awkward. And I always like even
Looking
like if
deep
you're
in your
watching
soul.
like any performance, like it doesn't matter if it's on Twitch or anywhere else. Like if someone's looking at the camera, it just feels weird.
Yeah, I know. But it's weird because if people are like vlogging and like have like recipe things or whatever.
Yeah, well that's different because they're talking to you.
Yeah, true. True.
Yeah,
True. But even like now we're talking,
that's right.
or like now we're together, but obviously if we're not on each other's streams, we're talking the chat, but we're not like looking in the camera. And I feel like that would
Yeah,
still be weird to me.
that's true. That's true.
But it's funny because I know exactly who you're talking about, and I
Yeah.
looked them up. I looked them up. I swear to God, last week because I was wondering if they still streamed.
I don't know if that person still streams. I haven't seen
I
them
don't
in a
think so.
while, but
Yeah,
also
it's been a while.
it just made me feel so uncomfortable. I just wouldn't ever watch that person.
I know.
Chrissy's like, "Yeah, I'm going to bed. I have so much to think about it. Yeah. So dream about
And dream
potential
about.
scenarios where you would use this advice.
Yeah, of course.
Like
Use
just
it tomorrow, Grizzly. Let us
yeah,
know how it goes.
test it. Yeah,
Test
definitely
it out.
test it.
Let us know how it goes.
Test all of it.
You might find true love, and it's because of LG and I.
Yeah. I
Just
mean, you
remember
never
that.
know. You never know.
Remember that on your wedding night,
Right? Definitely make sure you credit us for it. Be like, this
for
was
sure.
LG and Rick.
For sure.
This would not have happened had I not watched their bad relationship advice stream. I'm 100% convinced. Right? Exactly. Definitely test like the puppy one though. Like the like
Yeah, just buy a
just
puppy
give
and
them
give
a
it to someone.
puppy.
Yeah.
Don't
Even a
even say
rat.
anything. Just yeah. Oh, a rat is definitely a good one to give. A
Yeah.
lizard. People
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah. Yeah. People love
People
lizards.
love rats and lizards.
Peach loves lizards, right?
She does. That's what we're saying. She's never kidnapped. That
No.
doesn't like I think Peach has a kidnapping fetish. I think that's what it is.
Is it Stockholm syndrome
Maybe.
where you fall
Yeah.
in love with your captors?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
I think that's what it was. Happened once. She got captured the first time, but
she
then,
liked the feeling of it. She liked the thrill of it.
yeah, big lizard.
My first
My
boyfriend
first
had a
boyfriend is
pet
a pet
rat.
rat.
Actually
Nothing wrong with
rats are
that.
actually rats are I like rats.
Nana's
They're nice little
Nana's got a
animals.
good collection of rats.
Yeah.
Have I had no, I've never had rats.
I
My
haven't
mom had
either.
rats, but they were not pets.
Right? But they could be pets. You could just
I mean, it's all about perspective, right? Yeah,
yeah.
I got a
Like
pet rat. It's in
they
the
live in your
attic.
house. Yeah, they live
Stewart
in your
Wires.
house. Why not? They're definitely part of the family.
Yeah, they're eating my whatever's in there, whatever
Yeah.
rats eat,
Yeah, they absolutely are part of your house. They're part of your household.
pretty
So,
much.
of course they're
Same with
pets.
spiders, centipedes. Like I got a bunch
Hmm.
of those here, and they're just like, there's Larry,
Yeah.
there's Billy, there's Trina.
Yeah, if you name them, they absolutely become part of your family life.
Yeah, I'm a cat person and killed too many goldfish to count. How do
Oh,
you kill goldfish?
you don't feed them?
On purpose, or
I don't know. When I
if
was
they
a
die of
kid,
natural causes, it's not really killing.
when I was a kid, I went through a phase where like I had turtles, but turtles
Oh,
like
nice.
they don't they I mean they can last many years or they cannot. And so, but
Okay,
I ended up having the ones that didn't last for a lot of years.
okay.
There was a time where I would go through turtles like every couple weeks. Like I would spend my allowance on buying turtles.
Oh my god.
Um, yeah,
How old were you?
I was like 10.
But like,
So
did they not have a long life expectancy because you
I
made
don't,
them
I
not
don't
live
know.
long because you forgot to
I
give
don't
them like
know.
proper food?
No, I would feed them. I don't know. It's just sometimes turtles don't last very
But
long.
wait, did you give them pizza?
No, I gave them turtle food.
Well, that's the problem. You're supposed to give them pizza. Have you watched Ninja
Yeah,
Turtles?
that's true. That's true. They weren't happy, so they just died.
Goldfish just end up dying after a few days.
Yeah, and that's kind of how turtles are too. Like sometimes like
Just die.
sometimes they do. You know, I don't know if they have this in Canada. They don't have it in the US either, but Walmart used to sell like fish and turtles and stuff. But you know, like when you go to Walmart, they have like, you know, or they used to have metal detectors at the doors, but
Yeah.
apparently like those detectors send like micro shock waves. It's never happened to me, but I know someone that it happened to that adopted like a turtle. And so they tell you you're supposed to like, like basically like you're holding like the bag and you're supposed to like, like go over the metal detector.
Oh,
And if you don't,
okay.
it'll kill it. Because I guess
Holy
like
shit.
the shock wave is like so low. It's low for humans, but not low for like creatures like fish and
Okay.
turtles. And so that was like a thing for a while.
Oh my god. I never heard
They
of
don't
that.
do that they don't sell them anymore at Walmart, but they did for a
Right.
while. Yeah, but I don't know. Turtles were cool though. I really liked them a lot. They were fun, and then they would
Yeah, I've
die,
never
and
had a turtle.
then I learned that like life is just short, and you just have to enjoy it. I guess.
This is true. It's a good lesson. Enjoy life. Enjoy every day like it's your last. Because like
Just
turtles, you can just
you could be a
vanish.
turtle and you could die.
You could. Yeah. Maybe in your
Yeah,
next life you become a turtle and a goldfish, and then you just die in a couple days.
yeah. And then you're happy you're finally going to someone's home, and then you go through a metal detector, and you end up being shocked, and your brain gets fried. That's horrible.
That could be it too. So
Yeah.
whatever you've been putting off or procrastinating this project, do it.
That's horrible, But life is just short. Life is really short, and you can't,
It is.
you just never know.
It
You
is so
never know what's
wild
gonna happen,
how we're all gonna die.
right?
It's
Well,
so
and
fucked up that in 100 years we're all out of here. Like
yeah,
none of us exist,
and
and it's like no,
and like nobody's gonna remember you. Like I don't
no,
know anything about like my parents, like grandparents, like
no, exactly.
but I mean, I don't know. Also, when they were alive was a different time where like they weren't like pictures and stuff. Like I mean, if there were
Right.
pictures, it was like like very primitive camera. Um,
Yeah.
like sometimes I wonder like what it's gonna be like with like the digital footprint and stuff of like people that are alive now, like in several hundred years, like because yeah, like we don't have like I know nothing about people like ancestors of mine that were alive like 1,000 years ago. I don't know
Right.
anything about them. I wonder if it's
No,
gonna be
no.
the same. But there was there was no way of like having record of people's existence back then.
But even
Um,
then, there would be so many records and so many people, and like
mhm.
after generation, I'm sure at some point they're not gonna care. Like it might be at one point, like, oh, there's Rick. He was a Twitch
Right,
streamer. Okay, cool. I don't care anymore.
right. They're gonna be like he was a banana, but bananas don't exist anymore because climate change.
Exactly.
You
Bananas
know,
are extinct.
they're a thing of the past. Like who knows? Like I do think about those things sometimes. It's like like in 100 years, like nobody's gonna know that we were even around. Like,
No,
you
no,
know.
exactly.
But yeah, like my mom has a picture of, I think it was like her grandparents, so that would make them my great grandparents. But I've only seen one picture. Like that is it. That is it.
Right.
And I don't even remember their names. I
Yeah.
probably did know them at some point, but I don't remember their names now. And but I know nothing about the generation before them. Like I know absolutely nothing about them. And my
Yeah.
mom doesn't really either. Like she doesn't really know anything about like
Okay.
her great and great great and great great great, and so
Well,
on,
yeah, of course. Yeah.
like relatives. So yeah,
And then I've seen like pictures of like my grandma's grandparents.
right.
And
Well,
it's
you don't
like,
know
oh
who
man,
she.
that's
You
so
don't know anything
cool.
about her.
But that's kind of, it kind of just ends there, right? It doesn't like
Yeah.
change your life. It doesn't do anything.
Like, did she like bananas? You don't know.
I have
You
no
could
idea.
assume maybe she
Yeah.
did because you guys are related, but
Maybe. Maybe. It's a good
maybe the
point. Maybe that's where it
the
started.
banana gene goes very very deep in history.
It does. Yeah. Yeah. It's strong. The banana is strong in this one.
Right? The banana gene. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's really interesting. Like when you think about ancestry. Um.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we do one more question and then rate out? Because I kind of have to
Yeah.
pee,
Sure.
but I'm told to
Do you want
answer
to?
one
Do you
more
have any
question.
more? Do you want to do?
Let's just do ChatGPT.
Okay.
Unless
I
you
actually
know,
just asked
yeah.
for 10 more ones. So
We could do a couple more. I'm cool with
what's the?
that. I don't have to pee that badly.
We already answered that kind of. Some of them are so stupid. Hold on. I'm just reading through them because I want to get a good one.
But yeah, well, while you do that, I think I'm just gonna go pee. So I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Sounds good. I'll actually put an ad break. Okay.
That I realized I muted myself because I think I've said it before. Like my bathroom is right across the door from here, so I don't want anybody to hear my toilet. So I'll be right back.
I do remember you saying that. All right. How's it going, everyone? Hope you guys are having a blast. Um, just trying to find a couple of final questions to ask. All right. I think I got a couple good questions here. My hand hurts from all the notes I'm taking. I bet they do. I bet. I think we've given a lot of good advice today. I think everyone should be in relationships within the next month, really. I know I'm going to be. Just take my own advice and yeah, should be good to go after that. I'll publish the bestseller soon. Yeah, based on this podcast, best relationship advice for people who are lonely. I'll give you and LG some credit. Perfect. Give us some royalties too, 50% royalties. It's only fair.
I was like, wait, what are we getting credit for? I'll give you an writing a bestseller on love, terrible relationships. Yeah, definitely give us some credit if you were inspired by anything we said. Don't give us too much credit though, because if it's really really bad, I don't know if I want to be associated to it.
All right, I got a question here.
All right,
Let
yeah,
me go back to.
let's do a couple. Now that I peed, I'm good.
All right, here's one. What's the worst reason to break up with someone?
The worst, then that would mean like the best. But
Let's just say it's the best. Let's just answer
what
it.
is the what is the worst reason to break up with someone? It really could be anything. It could be okay. So first of all, you want to let them know why. You want to like it's got to be something that really really annoys you about them. Like if they're naggy, you absolutely want to say that. Like if they're like if if you just want to break up with someone because they're naggy, then you definitely want to be like, you were just nagging, you're terrible.
And then you break
Um
up with them.
yeah. No, 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 why? It's the opposite. You got to say it's you,
It's
not
me.
me. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
It's
you, not
you,
me.
not me.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Definitely make sure that they know that it's their
It's
fault that
because
you're
of
ending
them.
the relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, chewing loudly, that's a really good reason to leave someone. I
Hmm.
think that's, you do really want to live with that for the rest of your life.
And then with Cliff, you write a diss track about them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel like Cliff just
Always
needs to
follow up with
be
that.
he needs to be involved in all of the diss tracks that you write about your partner.
True. True. You're chewing so loudly.
Yeah, you gotta make sure you involve Cliff Stallings in this. Um, I feel like, of course, I'm not gonna break up with my wife, but I feel like if I were to break up with my wife and I told Cliff I want to write a diss track, he'd be 100% in. He's a bro for sure. He would 100% be in. He'd be like, I got you.
I got you, man.
Let's do this. He would 100% be in. Um, Honestly, okay, a really worse reason to break up with someone, um, it's just boredom. You know,
Yeah. Just being bored
like
for
if you're
sure.
bored and you just, you know, definitely tell them that you're bored. Tell them they're boring. Um, be like, you know what? I'm just not into this. I'm not into you. Like, just that's totally valid to say.
Got to be
I am just
transparent.
not into you. Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta tell them.
Literally.
Hmm.
Another good reason to
If
break
you
up with them.
find someone else attractive and they're not attractive,
Oh,
then
yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think my
Break up.
wife just got home.
Hello, pasta wife.
Right? I just heard her like open the door. Well, so she went out to get a haircut. So she's been
Nice.
getting a haircut this whole time. Um,
That's a long haircut.
well, I
You
mean,
sure she's not cheating on you with the
I
barber?
know, right? Well, women take a long time to get their haircut because they have more
Jeez.
hair than men do.
I'm like in and out in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. Because I have clippers and I just do it at home. I keep my hair short, but every now and then I'll go and get like an actual haircut, and it always feels like I'm paying a lot of money for like 5 minutes of work. That's what it feels like.
Right. I wish I could do my own hair, but pretty sure it doesn't really work.
Well, I wear hats all the time, so I just keep it
Right.
short. Like mine's easy.
Yeah. I haven't worn a hat in so long. I got such nice, beautiful hair. I got to make it show. At
Right,
my age.
exactly. You gotta show the world. I don't know.
Ugh.
I started balding at like 25, so I'm just like, you know what?
Let's just put a hat on that.
Yeah, the world doesn't need to see this. It's actually not bad. It's
Uh,
not terrible, but yeah, it's a confidence thing, I think, for me,
I think
as for a lot of people.
most people,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah,
But I've heard a lot of people say, like, people that are balding, and then when they actually end up just shaving everything off, they feel like their confidence was boosted.
yeah. I don't think I could do that.
That's what they all say, and then they end
I
up doing
know.
it. But
I did have someone tell me that, like, because this person has been shaving their head since they were like 20,
okay,
because they started balding pretty young, and this guy was like, you just got to do it, like it's so liberating, and I'm like, "Ah, but
that's what I've heard.
I don't want to feel liberated though, like I don't. I
I
don't. I
want to
don't. I
cling
don't.
to hope for my
Yeah,
whole life.
yeah. It's like I don't want to. I
Maybe
don't
they'll
want
grow
to.
back.
Yeah, I don't want to feel good about myself.
I love being on the edge.
Right. Exactly. I don't want to feel
Keep,
liberation. I'm
keeps me
good.
grounded.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm cool with not feeling liberated when it comes to my hair. But yeah, yeah. I don't know. But anyway, back to the question about breaking up with someone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, if you're bored and there's nothing to spice it up anymore. Yeah, just break up. It's fine. You'll find someone else. They will find someone else, I'm sure, that makes it even more challenging and fun.
no, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah. Also, like if you're in a relationship with someone and it's going really well, and then they tell you they love you, like break up
Oh
with them.
yeah. commitment is a great
That's
reason to break up
that's
with
a red
someone.
flag. Yeah, exactly.
Like if you
Even
get
if it's been like
proposed
6
to,
months.
yeah, yeah. If you get proposed to, that's the perfect time to break up.
Oh, for sure. Especially after
Yeah,
6 months. That's like
yeah.
way too early to
It's a
propose to
great.
someone. That's a big
It's a
red flag.
great time to. Yeah, it's definitely a red flag. Absolutely, it's a red flag. Yeah, if you meet their family, yeah, absolutely. Like, why would you want to break like meet like somebody else's family?
Why would you want to meet
You have
people
your
in
own
general?
family already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You don't need a second family.
just be a loner forever.
Yeah, then just do what I do. That's why I'm single. I keep meeting people's families. I'm like, what the? I don't have my own
Yes.
family. I don't need this.
Oh, you know what? Why? That is a great addition. Take the ring and then sell it on Facebook. Yes, absolutely.
That goes back to our
Yep.
thing from earlier. If you're looking for someone, go on Facebook Marketplace, find someone that's selling a ring.
And just be like, "Do you come with it?"
Do you come with the ring? And they're like, yeah. Then you're like, all
I'd
right.
be like, "Sure, why not?
You
That
want? Do you
sounds
want to
great."
keep the ring?
Yeah,
Propose at the same time.
yeah. Two for one deal. It's only
2 for 1.
beneficial to that person because you're giving them money and you're also proposing to them. So it's
Right?
only beneficial for them.
For sure.
They're
For
the
sure.
only ones that are actually ending. They're gonna win in this situation.
There's no red flags whatsoever.
No, absolutely. That's definitely not a bad sign at all. Not at all.
Sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. This has been fun. I feel like I've given too much bad advice. I feel like I need to go like do something
Love your
good.
wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Babe, I love you so much. I'm so sorry about everything.
Either that or I feel like I need to go and like volunteer with like the needy or something. I don't know. Like I need to like regain positive karma.
I need to go volunteer at what is it, soup kitchens or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. I need to go feed the homeless.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
know.
I'm gonna go give a bunch of clothes to charity, and here's $200 to charity.
I actually do have a bunch of clothes that I've been meaning to give to charity, and I just haven't because I'm lazy.
I've done that so
It's
often.
sitting in like a drawer in a dresser, and
Oh, I've done.
I keep telling myself I'm like, yeah, I need to go and donate this, but then I don't actually go do it.
I've done that. I've had like bags in my car that I just leave in the
So
car in the trunk and I just forget all the time.
so maybe now's the time to do it for cosmic, karma to come back and give me good things.
I think that's a good idea. I'm just gonna stay here and take my own advice.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe we should go raid someone. That's good
Good
karma.
idea.
Ah, Tom Thomas is on.
I was literally just on his stream.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
I don't know if do I know Tom Thomas?
You do because we've been talking on Discord with him, so
Oh,
you know him. I'm not gonna
is
say
he
why.
part?
Yeah,
Oh,
don't
okay.
say why because I guess we're not supposed to yet.
Why I can't? How am I supposed to talk to why if I can't say why?
Right?
Did we
You just
break up any
don't say
couples
their
today?
name.
No, that's the complete opposite of our goal, Chris. Our goal is to
Yeah,
strengthen
our goal is to
couples.
keep couples together. Like
Yeah,
we made couples stronger today.
exactly. Jealousy is the glue.
Yeah.
Remember that.
In fact, Tempsy and Liam, they're probably following all of our advice right now. They're stronger than ever.
Yeah, I bet they are. They have, they haven't come back.
They've been in this concert the whole time, and
They're probably
they're
making babies.
clearly they're clearly definitely made because again, like we said, babies fix everything.
Exactly. And those
Having a
first day,
child fix everything.
and
Fixes
Liam was
everything.
here, and he's like, "Shit, I did not bring a puppy."
I'm
Next
sure he went
best
to get a
thing,
puppy though. I'm sure he went to find one. He just found a dog in the street.
but if he didn't, next best thing is
As putting a baby in. Yep,
yeah, yeah,
definitely.
put a baby in the
Growing
oven.
Yep, growing a child is absolutely that's a guaranteed way to stay with someone.
100%.
You will not get broken up with or cheated on. Yeah.
All
He's
right,
fixed
everyone.
everything.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah,
Please
I should start my own raid.
follow LG. I haven't started mine yet. Follow
Oh,
LG
okay.
if you haven't already. People from my channel. Follow me, people on LG's channel. We both play music. We both have YouTube channels. We both have Spotify. We both have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Patum, I'm good, but we're rating out. But thanks for being here. Shout out to Pitum. How do you say your name again?
I
P
think
what?
it's Pete.
Because Toby calls him Pitma.
Pitum.
Pitma.
Pitum.
You both play music. I'm actually part of a raid train next weekend, next Saturday, 12
Ah, there
p.m.
we go.
Eastern time. So yeah,
Yay. I know. Oh,
I'm
Jeff,
a creep.
you should just during the raid train, all you
I'm
should do is play
a go.
Radiohead, like the whole thing.
I thought about playing creep for 2 hours. I played one time. I played creep for 25 minutes.
That's right.
It was an instrumental stream, but I just went in and I played creep for 20 minutes.
You know what
8 p.m. Eastern time. 12
yeah,
p.m. Did I say 8?
it's P1. And I remember because I asked that question
P1.
once, I think
Oh.
in my own chat. I was like, how do I say your name?
P1 TM. What's the TM for? Too much?
Trademark.
Oh.
He's trademarked the P and the 1.
Oh, right. Why? Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Let's actually not do my raid call and do Y's raid call, please.
What is just creep? Oh, that's
What
a good
the
one. I'm
frick?
gonna copy that one. I'm ready to raid whenever. We should
Why doesn't
press
mine work?
raid at the same time.
Oh, there you go.
So
Are you? Wait, I haven't raided yet.
I haven't either. I'm ready.
Oh, but like, have you started the raid?
No.
Okay. All right, let's start the raid.
Okay, ready? 1,
No,
2.
wait. But like, you're just starting it, right? You're not.
I haven't pressed anything yet. So it's ready to go. I haven't pressed enter or send or whatever.
Okay,
But
I'm
I
ready
think
to press enter.
so we each have to do it like in our own chat. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay, the raid has started in my channel, so
Me too.
I just think I hope we timed it right where we both come in at the same time
Yeah, that'd be
because
nice.
I feel like that would be really fun.
Why is mine going so fast? Okay. It was like
You're like, "What?"
going like so fast. Like, wait a minute, I don't even have time.
I might have pressed mine maybe like a second before yours. Okay, let's see. The Banana Taco Show, serving terrible relationships. I'm copying that one.
Thanks everyone for being here. Hopefully it was entertaining. Hopefully you guys didn't take us seriously because literally I felt awkward most of the time saying these weird things.
Yeah.
But it was still fun.
I like what you hear. Consider following. No, I mean yes, follow, but don't like what
Please
you
follow.
heard.
Don't like what you hear. Don't like it.
Don't like
It's
it.
horrible advice.
Yeah. Cool. All right, y'all. Well, we will go see Tom Thomas Tunes in a second.
T.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I keep calling him. I call him my Canadian sensation.
Do you know, where is he from in Canada?
He's from. I think he lives in Toronto or like the
Why am
Toronto
I
area.
not your Canadian sensation?
Because you're my banana.
Oh, true.
I don't even remember how that started. I think one time he was like, it's because he posted like about like this. So he does like
We got 6 seconds
shows.
left.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, so I called him that one time because he did a show.
Bye everyone.
All right. Let's see. He's gonna notice in a second.
Which is dope.
I want to hear it.
But let me play just straight acoustic tune. What we got going on here?
He just noticed that we both came in at the same time.
What's up, baby? How we doing?
Oh, let me end the stream. He's still-
What's poppin'? What's